downloading episode 132 of Suplex City Limits for October 21st, 2017. The call is coming from inside the house. It's your boy, the King of Bong Style, Jim Vicious, and he is patient zero in the wrestling world meningitis outbreak, my co-host.
I'm calling from inside the house. Your mother's so hot and beaten off in a room. I'm Tyler Fudge.
What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. Not much. Just beaten off. You know.
I was like, is this meningitis? I don't know.
Well, like, when you started, because what you said is calling from inside the house, I was like, oh, I'm beaten off in his mom's room. And then I was just like, he says meningitis, like, oh, I could have went meningitis too, but I'm already doing the fat noise. Fuck it.
Suplex City Limits, available for listening wherever fine podcasts are found. You can follow me on the show Twitter at Suplex City Limit. You can follow Tyler at The Federation. If you like the show, why fucking wouldn't you? You can support us by picking up a t-shirt at Pro Wrestling Tees. We've got 4 designs to choose from. Sizes small to 5XL, shipping worldwide. Or you can just give us money straight up on Patreon and get yourself a shout out on the show. Like Bad Motherfuckers Casey, the Wrestling Soup Podcast, much love Mish, Joey, and Draper, the Mizcast, infamous Chris Savage, Kick-Ass Keith Martin, and Electric Chairs Kill You with 2,000 volts, Jeremy Volts.
Ooh.
I had to research that. How many volts does an electric chair have?
2,000 volts, eh?
Yeah, 2,000 volts.
Huh. That's also with a wet sponge. And, because you gotta make sure that you don't get that fucking smell, right?
Is that the deal with the sponge?
Yeah, the wet sponge is what stops the smell. Remember the Green Mile when he pretends to wet the sponge? The fucking creep that married Courtney Stodden?
My memories are fuzzy.
Well, he pretends to dip the sponge in the water, and he puts it on somebody's head, and the place reeks of flesh for, like, weeks. Gotta love it.
That's lovely. This week on the Pot Smokin'est Wrestling Podcast on the interweb, the podcast of the immorals, where we don't get high, we stay high.
That's
we're
a
gonna
shirt.
We're gonna be previewing WWE TLC. We'll talk the season series, maybe finale of Lucha Underground. The news of the week. Tyler will be playing a game that he's just now hearing about and has no idea about.
That is completely true, because it's like I light it up like Christmas morning. It's like, oh, will I?
I want to play a game.
Yes.
I've been watching the Saw movies lately. I'm up to number 3. I finished number 3.
Oh, you just got 16 more to go, eh?
Yeah, just 16 more to go. So let's dive into the week in wrestling with the news.
Holy fuck, Jim. We gotta get out. Meningitis is everywhere. This is the news.
I'm Jim Vicious. This is news to me. News of the week, that's the big story.
That's
Meningitis.
the only story, isn't it?
The fucking outbreak. At WWE. I honestly had to double check when somebody posted that shit and tweeted it to me. I was like, is this real life? Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt out of TLC this Sunday.
Yes.
With meningitis.
I get home from work yesterday, and Travis is sitting on the couch half asleep, and he's looking at me. He's like, so did you hear what happened to TLC? I was like, no. He was like, AJ Styles is going to take on Balor. I was just like, oh, really? And he's Roman's out, too. Guess who's taking Roman's place? And I sat there for like 15 minutes guessing. And it just turns out it's Kurt Angle.
What
the fuck?
Dude. I mean, I think everybody's saying right now just what a waste of his in-ring return. But I was thinking about it. That's probably what they had to do to not have a huge backlash, because otherwise people would have asked for their fucking refunds, I'm sure.
Exactly. You're not getting the Shield return, which we got to face it is probably the biggest thing in WWE right now, is the Shield return.
This was already a one-match card.
Yeah.
coming into it, I was honestly looking at it and I was like, I'm not even gonna watch this show live.
Oh yeah, no, that wasn't gonna be my plan either.
I usually do. I watch every pay-per-view live, but dude, this one, like, it's so bad. We'll preview it after this, or after we
Now
do the fucking go-home show.
it's gotten a lot better though, if you ask me.
Well, yeah, I mean, Balor and Styles.
And
I mean, there's
they're
only 7
supposed to
matches
get a
on
lot
the
of
card.
time. They're supposed to get a lot of time.
Yeah,
That's the running rumor now, is that Styles and Balor are going to get a substantial amount of time. So probably like 25, 30 minutes.
there's only 7 matches on the fucking card, and that includes the pre-show, I think.
2 cruiserweight matches too.
Good lord, what a just. I don't understand like what's going on. This card, I was looking at it and like, this is the biggest piece of shit card in a long time, and that's saying something.
Well, I mean, that's because they put 8 people in the fucking TLC main event. You know what I mean? Like, what? Which, by the way, is not even a fucking ladder match. It's a pinning situation.
Yeah, so weird.
Why
TLC,
would you climb a ladder?
You remember in the past where you had like, and they even added stairs into it, that was fucking stupid. But
Yeah.
you got a tables match, a ladder match, a chairs match, and a stairs match. That was dumb. But still.
Remember when Big Show had the big chairs?
Remember when fucking El Torito had the small ladder?
The WLC?
That is a stupid idea, but I actually fucking liked it anyway.
That match was amazing. It was the best match of that night, if you ask me.
Oh god damn it! 2 midgets on fucking step stools.
Yeah,
probably.
being chased around by the former NXT or the new NXT champion and the WWE champion.
Holy shit!
And 2 guys in the dark in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So where does this go from here, man? Where the fuck do we go? Are more people gonna? Because this shit is like dangerous, you know. Like
Yes.
this version of meningitis is like, it's no fucking joke, dude.
I remember as a kid, every time I would complain about a stiff neck, my mother would freak out because she was like, "Oh, you got meningitis." It's like, "No, Mom, I'm fine." But if you look at it, viral meningitis apparently has an incubation period of like 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. So like maybe not incubation period, but it takes 3 weeks or up to 3 weeks for symptoms to show. So if you take a look at when Bo first left and Miz started saying get better, which was probably 2 weeks ago,
Right.
that 3 weeks is either right now here or it's coming in a little while. So I don't know if you've seen Nia Jax is gone for a couple weeks. Kevin Owens left the South American tour or whatever the fuck, or the European tour. Kevin Owens being on SmackDown Brando should tell you that he doesn't have it. And it's something else. But it's just weird. It's because you got Roman Reigns, Bo, Bray, JoJo.
Oh, she has it too?
Well, she's not there. They're assuming that it's JoJo.
Yeah. I get Bray and Bo because they probably ride together and shit.
Yeah.
But how does Reigns factor into that? Like,
The
how
mat,
did he?
man. The mat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's look at all the staph infections people used to get.
Yeah. Well, staph infections are fucking nasty.
Yeah.
So, dude, it was a fucking interesting bit of news, though. So.
It was.
I don't know what's gonna go on with this fucking show, but it made it more interesting, I guess.
It did. I didn't care about the main event because I'm not a huge Shield fan. But now it's like, oh, Kurt Angle's making his return. This could be horribly bad because it's a TLC match. Kurt Angle may die.
It just lets you know that they were planning something for him, probably for
Survivor
Mania
Series.
or something. For Survivor?
I assumed that when they announced this, like, oh, he must have been like on a team with the Shield for Survivor Series. Something was going to happen in between there.
I can see that.
Because they did mention, I think Kurt Angle mentioned weeks ago that, oh, I haven't even done my medicals, right? And it's just like, well, okay, so if he hasn't done his medicals, how is he in this match? It's like, oh, wait, he must have been planning something soon to have his medicals done.
Yeah, I feel like it's the only thing that they knew that was the only thing they can do to not get like a huge pushback on refunds and shit like that. I mean, the card's subject to change, but if people make enough of a stink, they're gonna have to do it. So
yeah,
I think they knew that that was the only guy they're going to be able to put in there where people are going to go, oh, okay.
Yeah. And then they never actually promoted that it was going to be Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt either for the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? So I didn't even think that they would replace Bray Wyatt. I just assumed that they would put a chick in some kind of getup and just have her come out and fuck with him.
Well, meningitis saves us from that fucking continuing, so that's nice.
You don't think it's going to continue when he gets back?
God damn it, you're right.
Of course they're going to do it. Of course.
Yeah. Impact Pizza.
What?
Dude, have you heard of? Oh, you haven't heard about this?
No.
Impact Pizza was officially unveiled today at a pizza joint in Ottawa. So it's up there in the neck of the woods. So
now, is this
crust
a
and crate
pizza or is this a joint?
No, this is like a pizza.
Okay.
It's at Crust and Crate Pizza, so it's not even its own thing. So let me tantalize your taste buds with some of these pizzas. How about a sriracha scissor kick pizza? It includes spicy jerk chicken, roasted corn, black beans, salsa fresca, red onion, jalapeno peppers, and a sriracha drizzle.
No.
Maybe you'd be more interested in the pulled pork pile driver pizza.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah, that's way more up my fucking alley, right? This includes smoky pulled pork, pickled onions, red chilies, jalapeno, smoked bacon, and barbecue drizzle.
If I can get no pickled onions, that'd be great.
Oh,
I
I'd
don't
get
like
that bitch
onions.
the way it is.
I don't like onions.
We got the atomic drop drink here. It includes gin, tequila, rum, blue, Caraco, 7-Up, and lime.
Oh, count me in.
So yeah, that sounds like a pretty good fucking... Crust and Crate says the items will be available from November 4th to the 10th.
Oh, so just for Bound for Glory.
Yeah. I thought at first it was going to be like a pizza place. Like, holy fuck, that'd be funny. I expected originally that Impact Pizza would just be like another brand's pizza, taken out of the box and cut into a hexagon and then reboxed as Impact Pizza. You know?
It's WWE Pizza, just missing some stuff.
Yeah, well, it's just cut into a fucking hexagon.
That's great. That is awesome.
So if you're in Ottawa for the fucking week of tapings, that's gonna be I can't wait. I'm gonna watch that shit.
Yeah, I a part of me wants to watch Bound for Glory just to see what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll watch it.
Well, I mean, there's no Lucha Underground, so I mean, it frees up some
not gonna-
space on the show.
I'm not gonna pay for it.
Well, no. Come on, man. What, are you crazy?
If those guys are smart, they do some kind of a pay-per-view and do it for free and hope that it, like, you know, blow it out and then hope that people get into it from there. But because no one has that fucking channel. I don't have that dumb channel.
I don't have cable, so.
Yeah. Jimmy Jacobs makes a Ring of Honor appearance.
Yes, with a selfie.
Yeah, so.
His new unprofessional shirt.
Yeah, that shirt. That's great. Like,
he
everything
did come out and confirm, though, hey, that the selfie is the reason why he's fired.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like I've heard that they wanted to kind of get rid of him anyway, or that there was other issues, and then this was just like what they needed to do it. I have no idea.
I've heard that too, because like apparently Vince was upset at him taking a couple weeks off for personal reasons last year. I know, right? Everybody's got to be bionic. Did you know you're not allowed to sneeze in front of Vince McMahon because that shows weakness?
Yeah, he'll like get pissed off at you, get heat for sneezing in front of him.
Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
He's a fucking madman.
He is.
There was a time where he was kind of a normalish dude. You know?
Yeah. Before the WWE took off.
But it's one of those things, right? When you're a fucking crazy billionaire and you just have everybody sucking your dick all the time, literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
You go fucking crazy, dude. You forget like what reality is like.
You forget there's more than you.
Yeah. Like, you know, nobody can take days off and shit at that place.
Yeah. But Chris Jericho, he claims that Jimmy Jacobs is the only person he worked with throughout his whole last run. And
yeah, it would make sense because it was fucking good.
Yeah, and he's that I'm telling you, Jimmy Jacobs, his mind going to ROH could be really good.
Yeah, he's the reason for the list. He came up with the
Yeah,
list and shit.
yeah, yeah. I believe he's the one that came up with the whole Age of the Fallen gimmick in the ROH too. So that was one of the better things that they did.
ROH could use a little help.
It could
We'll
some
talk
direction
about
storyline. Yes.
we'll talk about Global Wars here. I don't know, at some point.
Yeah.
Somewhere in this motherfucker. But yeah, there's some stuff there. WWE looking to expand reality series. Total Divas and Total Bellas not enough for you? How about a show that follows the Miz and Maurice?
How about we scrap that show and just do Legends House 2? Just please.
I think they're looking for shit to put on E and stuff like that.
I don't want to follow Miz and Maurice around.
It's Miz and Maurice with this series including Dolph Ziggler, who's very good friends with both Miz and Maurice.
Oh, then we'll have to go see Dolph at comedy clubs and shit.
Would you be friends? Like, I would not trust that dude with my chick.
Dolph Ziggler?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No.
If Miz's kid comes out with like fucking shitty curly blonde hair,
or better yet, black.
If he comes out of the womb and like fucking sells it really good, it might be Dolph Ziggler's baby.
Just takes a bump on the floor first second out.
Yeah. So if that doesn't sound bad enough, how about a series that would be something in the lines of Tough Enough or Diva Search? With the competition era of WWE NXT, the concept would seek out the next female WWE star. It's fucking Diva Search. That's all it is.
It is. It's Diva Search, just prolonged to a television show and not a segment on Raw.
Oh, well, dude, fuckface McBeaver over there, he fucking loves that shit. Total Divas, he always is trying to bring Total Divas back. Says he can sit around and fucking... and, ogle women and, for once in his life, act like he has a position of power over women.
Yeah, no, fuck him.
Cocksucker. Kevin Dunn, you fuck. That sounds awful. You already have women who can wrestle. Like, how about you fucking turn them into stars?
Yeah, like, look at all the people in the Mae Young Classic. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to find the next WWE diva.
Actually, how about you fucking turn anybody into a star over there?
Yeah.
Get back to me. Oh, shit.
Star making systems broke, bro.
This week, too, on SmackDown, god damn it, I was like, Michael Cole, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Tom Phillips is on assignment.
Yeah, he's on assignment, which I thought was a really weird thing to say. You want to know where he actually was?
Meningitis.
No. Well, you would think with somebody who does as much mouth fucking as Tom, that he would definitely have meningitis.
Exactly.
He was gone for personal reasons. He actually married his fiancée on Saturday and was given time off for his honeymoon.
She still went through with that, hey?
Who is this chick? Dude, if I was engaged or not, doesn't even fucking matter. And Mrs. Vicious saw something of like me like texting some broad, that would be over and possibly my life would be over. Like she would fucking break in the middle of the night and cut my fucking throat or something.
Yeah, no, I Tom Phillips must have some dickin', I'm telling you.
Yeah, he must. I mean, that or she must like really be into face fucking.
She's got a sore
probably
throat
not.
as we speak.
It's probably not because like
what chick is into being face fucked? You know what I mean? Like,
oh, dude,
yeah,
they are out there.
Oh, they are, but like you got to question their mental capacity because.
Well, yeah, would you want to marry a chick who is like that?
Likes a dick touching the back of her throat, likes gagging, gets off on gagging. That's weird, man. Like,
well, that's weird shit. I don't shit on people's kinks. Everyone's got some kinks.
Hey, I'm not. I don't feel like I'm shitting on the kink, but because
what if
I'm not shitting. But
what if getting shit on is your kink?
That's another one, man. It's like that scat fetish. I just don't get it. It's like,
yeah, like when the world is like, oh, poop, awesome. I got a boner right now.
yeah. Oh man, I just took a shit. Oh, I'm hard. Can you imagine every time you sat down to take a shit, having to beat off because it turned you on?
Like, In
Well, like,
case you're wondering, you're listening to Suplex City Limits Wrestling
yeah,
Podcast.
scat edition.
I'm Jim Vicious.
I'm
Welcome.
Scat Master Fudge.
Scan Master Fudge. Oh, we figured out the other day on Twitter, we were talking about vicious fudge or something, and I'm like, vicious fudge sounds like fucking diarrhea.
It does.
Like, oh my god, I ate 2 of those fucking burritos. Now been making vicious fudge all day.
Oh, great
But
stuff.
there's this other little thing about this WWE seamstress who seems to have some issue with
Oh, you
Matt
mean
and Rebby Hardy.
Shannon Moore's ex-wife?
Oh, is that her?
Yeah, yeah.
Hasn't she proven to be a crazy ass bitch with him?
Yes. And
Like,
she's,
what wasn't she tweeting crazy shit about him before?
oh yeah, there's been no shortage of like she used to tweet that Matt wasn't the father of Maxwell and stuff like that, and
How does she still fucking work there?
that's my question. Jimmy Jacobs takes a selfie and she messages that Matt should be dead, and
Yeah.
still has a job. That makes no sense. None
Well, what's
at
going?
all.
Like, what's the basis on this? Did they date? Did Matt Hardy fuck this broad? I mean, I imagine.
Probably. I mean, she was a seamstress in WWE. I mean, if Shannon Moore married her from there, then it must have been around the area where Lita and Matt were a little off. So it could have happened easily.
Someone said it all started when someone on Twitter said they'd like to see Broken Matt join Team Miz, which that doesn't make any fucking sense, but okay.
No.
And she said, "I would love if the 5th man was dead Matt." Did I say that?
It's like, man, you work for that company. Like, are you stupid?
And of course, Rebby just fucking goes off. Like,
Oh,
I
like
love
she
Rebby
does.
Hardy. Like, she's the kind of fucking ride or die woman that, like, that everyone wants in their life.
Don't fuck with her, man. It's fucking. She
A rep
will-
for, yeah, a rep for WWE declined to comment. Fire this bitch! What the fuck? How long are you gonna let this shit go on?
Madness. Madness that fucking tells you.
Madness is all around.
Oh, yeah.
That's all the news I've got for this week.
The UK show is still being shopped around by the WWE.
I
They brought it to ITV, and do you know the name?
Oh yeah, King of the Ring.
Yep, but not tournament-wise, just King of the Ring.
Shouldn't it be Lord of the Ring? Oh,
Ooh. I don't know.
but
King of the Ring
not
just sounds like-
rings.
No. Lord of the Ring.
Yeah, just Lord of the Ring.
I just got that now. took a second.
Stay with it, man. Stay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it's on the network, I'll maybe check it out. But
Yeah,
the rest of their
hopefully,
programming sucks.
hopefully it's a network show. I agree. But it would be cool if it was, played on TV in the UK and on the network here.
Yeah, I'm good with that. A lot of the other shows, though, what's their best show that they make? NXT, and even that.
Well, that's
week
the
to
most
week
watched
is...
one for sure.
Well, I'm saying even more than like Raw and SmackDown and all that. I'd say NXT is probably the best one, and it's still fucking boring week to week. Like this week was like just a complete meh.
Yeah, it really was. Aside from like the Aleister Black stuff, I thought I'm intrigued by that angle.
We'll talk about that. So that'll do it for the news. You want to talk about this Global Wars show? Maybe it was last week, or we'll do our top 5 and get it into the Global Wars.
Oh, that's a better idea. I feel.
There you go.
Suplex City Limits Top 5.
Suplex City Limits top 5 matches of the week. These are just our favorite matches. They don't have to be yours. If they're not yours, make your own top 5 list.
Yeah, we always look for more suggestions.
Yeah, you can always hit us up on Twitter or wherever. That's how we got that one from Championship Wrestling from Hollywood that week. Man. You want to take us through the top 5?
Sure, man. As I'm cleaning out my doggy bowl.
I got you.
Oh no, man, I got this, bro. Will Ospreay and Flip Gordon from ROH Global Wars Chicago. That match was just full of flips and dives, and it's crazy to think that Flip Gordon still serves in the armed forces and just wrestles on the weekends.
Yeah, you told me that. I was blown away by that. Like, when it was on Monday, he took a picture of himself, like, in his fatigues at work.
Yeah, it's like time to go back. It's like, what the fuck, man? This guy's a beast. Like, and he's planning on putting a team together to face the Bullet Club. So like, that might be pretty interesting. I think you get Flip Gordon.
As much
and
as I
people
could
like
gather
him.
from Global Wars, was he beat up by them or by Bullet Club?
Yeah, they've been going back and forth a little while. I feel over that like 4-day tour that they did. But there was
Okay.
also I don't know there's too many shows that they did. I can't even pretend I kept up with all of them.
No, yeah.
Then probably I think it was both of our favorite match from that night with Bullet Club, which would be Adam Cole, the Young Bucks, and Cody against Search and Destroy, which is Motor City Machine Guns. What's his name?
Jay White and Grisham.
Jay White and Jonathan Grisham. That match was
Gresham.
dope.
Yeah.
Gresham.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I said Grisham, and I was like, oh, maybe it's Gresham. Whatever. I fucking really liked it, man. I thought it was fun as shit.
Yeah, it was balls to the wall, 10 boots.
I like the quadruple sharpshooter spot. I thought that was good.
Yeah, there was a lot of good stuff. Working their way to the stage, doing their little dives, and it was all good. It was what you expect from a Young Bucks match.
A lot of fuck the revival in this too.
Yes.
I love the fuck the revival.
But what's the story behind that? Do you know?
Fuck the revival?
Yeah.
Well, everybody for a while when revival were really hot, everyone was very on about who's the best tag team, revival or the Young Bucks, and everyone wants to see that match and shit. So they just started saying fuck the revival,
Just basically trying to make that match. Fair enough. I didn't know if
Yeah,
it was like a Cody
and
Rhodes
so
thing.
fuck the revival became like their thing for a while, and then they got the cease and desist for that.
Yeah.
They weren't allowed to. How can you say that? How can you not say fuck the revival?
I don't know.
You probably win at the end of the day, but it's like, are you going to go to court? WWE knows that shit, right? They know that they could just tie anybody up in court if they want to, because they've got the money to fucking do it.
Because you gotta pay for your lawyers, and WWE doesn't care.
I don't know what your guys' justice system is up there. I'm sure it can't be any worse than ours, because it's fucking stupid. But yeah, somebody who's rich can just fucking do whatever they want to do, because they just threaten to take you to court, and you're like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a fight right there.
But like in certain ways, like have you seen like Bad Luck Fale on Twitter?
Yeah.
Just like
now, what did he do?
It's just like apparently I'm not allowed to say this, and he just wrote "too sweet" like 6,000 times. Just tweeted it. It's like, dude, man, you New Zealand fucking guy, you're hard as fuck.
The best thing that fat fuck Fale has ever done, probably.
Fat fuck Fale.
Yeah.
That's great. You definitely can't talk, that's for sure. Good thing it's on
So,
Twitter.
I enjoyed this match. I fucking love Gresham, that tiny, tiny little man.
He's so small.
I love it, dude. Like, I fucking dig that guy. He's just so small. It's fucking awesome.
I don't know if it's happened, but I bet you a Gresham and Gordon match would be pretty good.
Yeah, that would be good. I don't know. I'd like to see Gresham against, like, a really big guy.
Oh, like
a Gresham
Punishment
and
Martinez?
Well, yeah, I mean, for as far as guys they have. I think they already did that. I saw that match
Oh,
already.
did they?
Yeah, they did a Gresham and Punishment match.
Fair enough. That's what
On
it
one
is
of their
to a
weekly
punishment
shows.
match.
No. Watching Punishment matches is a punishment, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're just extra hard on him for, like, no reason, but...
I think he just gets Baron Corbin treatment just because he looks like it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
Guys who look like him, no, it's not good for me.
What
else we got?
The next match would be Marty Scurll and Hiromu Takahashi. A match that started off with a little bit of comedy because it was the opener of the show, and it just went gung ho at the end. I thought it was really good. They did a lot of cool little things. But it was so
Yeah, I really
long ago.
liked it. Skrull's crazy over with that crowd.
Yeah,
That crowd was fun as hell, man.
they were. It's when you look at it too. I know Bullet Club gets a lot of flack for, just being like copycats. I guess I don't know, but they're way too popular to ignore.
Yeah. Little things from this match I enjoyed was Takahashi carrying the wedding picture from
Yes.
his marriage to Daryl. Mid-match, Skrull attacks Daryl, who's the guest timekeeper.
He was going to be the guest commentator, but he decided to do timekeeping instead.
And Skrull fucking grabs Daryl. Dude, the thing that's crazy to me, like how weird wrestling is that fucking with Daryl Takahashi will get you more heat than headbutting and drawing blood from a 70-plus-year-old man.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
It's awesome.
'Cause, like, you take Takahashi is probably the second most over guy from Lost Ignorant Rob Blaze Day Up Home. Right? Definitely. So like you take that Daryl, man, everybody wants a piece of Daryl. Like look how many people have a Daryl.
Oh, dude, I've found the link. I have the link saved to my phone. I'm going to order a Daryl.
I really want one as well.
Yeah, I have the link for him. I want to buy one.
I'll sleep with him.
That's fucked up. When like I don't know what that says. Like a 36-year-old fucking man wants to buy a stuffed cat because some fucking Japanese wrestler carries one around.
I know, but
I told my chick about it. I'm like, dude, it was like, oh, I got a Daryl Takahashi thing. And she's like, what the fuck? And I like sent her the GIF, which is one of my favorite GIFs too. It's like Takahashi and he's like got Daryl waving, you know?
yes.
She's like, you know, I think she questioned like right there. You could see like that she's thinking, what the fuck?
Why the fuck did I come to the States?
Like, why did I fucking even date this fucking nerd?
I let him put his dick inside me. Wow. Oh fuck. The next match would be Jeremiah Crane versus Cage and Mil Muertes. This was a 3-way match from Ultimate Lucha Tres. They brought out the glass. Everybody bled like a stuffed pig. Skewers. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Dario comes out and makes an elimination match. I fucking love that skewer spot. That's fucking hardcore.
Well, like, I could see because Sammy or Jeremiah went through the tables, and then you could see him fidgeting with something under the ring. And I was like, oh, what is he getting? And then when he pulled out the skewers, I was like, you savage.
I was surprised to see it, actually. That's
Me too.
Our boy Casanova Valentine. That's like his fucking deal.
It was Masada's big thing too, right? But when he had that one lonely skewer in his head and he took a DDT, I almost cringed.
You could see the blood like fucking pouring out of the top of his head. I usually see dudes do that in the forehead. I didn't see that on the top of the head. What the fuck?
Me neither. And then Mil Muertes, when he went through the glass, I thought for sure it was going to be sugar cane or sugar glass.
It never is. It never is in Lucha. No.
He's fucking bleeding immensely from the arm. And then,
yeah, which is scary because you do have some fucking, as Bill Goldberg taught us, you have some serious fucking veins in your arms.
Yes. Don't go punching windows, kids. And then Jeremiah Crane just gashed himself so heavy in the head that he was just full of blood.
Yeah. I just enjoyed Cage suplexing Crane out of the ring onto Mill, who's on the table. That's fucking crazy.
And they had him positioned perfectly too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they put him in between the two tables, and that gave Crane or Cage enough room to not kill fucking Mill, and it was great. Good stuff.
This match was a fucking bloodbath, man. It was fucking beautiful.
It was.
Post match was cool on this too because Dario comes out and gives Mill the gauntlet. He puts it on, like punches straight down. The lights
Power
go
goes out.
Yeah, they come back on, and fucking King Cuerno. I popped so hard.
We were just talking about him.
Yeah.
Like a couple weeks ago, we were talking about how King Cuerno, we haven't seen.
Well, we always talk about him because he's been popping up. He was on Triple Mania. He's an Impact now.
Yeah.
And he gets in there, fucks Mill's shit up, and leaves with the gauntlet. Bad ass.
Oh, it was. Which makes it really sad that this could be the last. When
it can't be. It says it says to be continued. You can't put if they don't come back, they can eat shit because you don't put to be continued on there. Because they just produced the show. They could have changed it any time. They could have changed it this week if they wanted to.
Now, obviously, they don't plan on an ending, but it very well could.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting that none of the other shit that they've built up, the impending war and all this other, that never paid off, man.
Yeah. Not yet, no, not yet. But I think that would have went on in season 4.
I love that they come from. If you look back at the entire history of the show, like if you watched every episode of Lucha Underground, they reward you with extra shit. They reward you with stories because some of these stories go back to the first season.
Black Lotus coming back.
Yeah. I love the idea of like overarching story
Yeah.
throughout all these seasons, and then in each season things start and end and everything. So, but was our other one was from Lucha Underground as well.
Well, originally Prince Puma versus Johnny Mundo, and Prince Puma versus Pentagon Dark.
Yeah, I like that we wrapped that all together.
And that was, Prince Puma's career's on the line against Mundo. He overcome every obstacle to win the Lucha Underground Championship. He overcame all of the what are they called?
The Worldwide Underground?
The Worldwide Underground, yes. They all came out. They all did their thing. Jack Evans got involved like a beaut that he is.
I fucking love him.
Oh, man, me
He's
too.
he's one of my favorite fucking guys out there.
Yeah, I would put him in my, not in my Mount Rushmore, but he's one of the guys that worked on it for sure. But,
We get a couple of refs down.
yes.
And the Worldwide Underground is out. And Helico in for the save. Haven't seen him
5
fucking
months.
all year.
Well,
Yeah,
they
but he
said
broke
5
his-
months, but
Broke his leg or something.
yeah, something like that.
Injured himself. I was surprised he didn't do some absurdly high spot.
Right. Yeah, jumped
As
off
you-
from like a window.
Yeah, as you would expect from him. What the fuck was with the ref tope on here, dude?
Man, he really ate shit on that, didn't he?
Why?
He really ate shit.
What's going on, dude? Why is the referee fucking doing a dive? I
Like-
don't understand.
When he went Super Saiyan, I thought it was pretty dope. You know what I mean? He starts the run. But then when he does the flip over and I can see he's still holding on to the ropes, I was like, oh, he's gonna die. This is not gonna be good. And you see the fucking small of his back just land on the corner of the ring. And he ate shit. Oh, man.
It's still awesome. I still pop for it.
I did too. I popped for that more than I popped for almost anything else in this show, honestly, because it's
Pretty
just
sure
like,
that's not a guy who, well, obviously not a guy who is a worker. You know, WWE could almost do something like that if they wanted to because they've got dudes who can work. What's that guy who had just like a million
Drake.
bloodbaths in CZW?
Drake or something. Drake Younger.
Yeah, right. There you go. He had like a million fucking bloodbaths in CZW. He
Yeah.
could do it.
Yep, for sure.
But that was good. After Pentagon Dark, who's like fucking Hulk Hogan down there.
He is. He's super popular, super over.
Vampiro saves Pentagon from the 6:30.
Well, first, Dario says that, I usually want to promote this for a week, but, Puma's got to go, I guess. And he makes the
I guess he
match.
came to him last week, and because it's the Ultima Lucha, he's going to allow it.
Yeah.
So, actually, I was thinking about with this too. I kind of want a fucking Dario origin story, like a show or a comic or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Just to
I feel
prove that Tyler Fudge is right and Katrina's his mother.
Well, I feel like WWE talks about, our universe. Like, this is an actual universe in this show.
Yeah, I agree.
And I would
There's
love
so
this
many
fucking
origin
series.
stories you could tell.
And I know they've done some comics before. I never did get to read them, but
I did. They're good.
Oh, what were they on? They like
They were like a prequel to the season. It's like how everybody got to the temple.
that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah,
God damn it. I love a Dario origin story.
that would be really cool. Like get more on that Red Bull. Like 'cause it's so symbolic into the TV show.
And then in this too, he's fucking Vamp comes out and saves Pentagon, and Pentagon hits the my favorite finisher in wrestling right
With
now.
the running package pile driver.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Fucking love it. He cuts an amazing promo in a language I don't even speak. But how are his Spanish promos better than like everybody in WWE's actual promos?
It comes down to one thing, man. Everything's so scripted.
Yeah.
So
God,
scripted.
Aren't his promos fucking? They actually like do something. They actually mean something, kind of.
A lot
I don't
of
know,
it.
like
A lot of it comes to his tone, man. How he says stuff. He says it with intent. He says it with fury, and you feel it. You feel like he means what he says. When Dolph Ziggler comes out and complains about how the crowd hates him, I don't feel like I believe you, son, because you're a fucking loser. Like Pentagon Jr. is a saint to me.
Cero Miedo is like fucking one of the most over things right now in
Dude,
wrestling.
you can live by that credo. You know what I mean? Like,
I got in this month's Lucha Loot, which I suggest. I got a Zero Miero pin. I'm not much for.
Nah. Dude, I love
It's like,
pins.
are you? So I'm like not much of a pin guy, but I was thinking I could probably put it on my guitar strap or something.
I always put all my pins go on the sun visor of my car.
It's not like a cheap, like the little round pin either. It's like a heavy metal.
Really? Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
That's pretty dope. Like, 'cause I usually buy a pin at any show I go to, right?
Oh yeah, that's your fucking gimmick of choice, huh?
Yeah, I like a pin.
Yeah, I fucking enjoyed it. So we're here at this already. So that
we
was
might
our
as well
top
finish, hey? Yeah,
Let's
we
just
might.
finish Lucha Underground.
Yeah,
Or
and both ROH as well. We might as well.
yeah, if you have other shit from ROH you want to talk
Well,
about.
we can touch on the Kenny Omega Yoshihashi match, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, what else did we get here? We also had Bully Ray retiring.
Yeah, which I don't quite believe yet.
You don't believe that?
Well, because they kind of worked it into the Jay Briscoe storyline earlier, so it's like it seems like half storyline, half something else.
To me, if that's not, that's bullshit.
I agree.
You don't come out and do that. And I mean, it's as far as he took it, I feel like that is it, dude.
Yeah, even calling the kid the wrong name.
Oh, did he?
Oh man, you can tell it at some point in time where he's asking the kid his name, and he's like, "Oh, Chase," and the kid's like, "No," and he just keeps on going. I guess like it was like Jason or something. And when he brought him back to his spot in the audience, and the camera came back to see, you can see him talking to his mom. I was like, he called me the wrong name, but oh well. It's just
That man's had a lot of concussions, honey.
yeah, he's had a lot of damage.
I mean, if you look at that spot, I went back and like watched the video of that. He gets fucking smashed in the head hard with that table, man. Which we never talked about that. That was like, I don't know, whatever, a week or two ago, where Briscoe hits him in the head with a table, and he like really fucked him up. And then Dreamer tweeted out, that he was like, "Oh, I'm in the ER with fucking Bubba. He got his fucking bell rung again." So
Jesus.
I think it's legit, man. I think it's legit. You watch that footage; it's pretty fucking stiff, man.
Maybe that was the nail that broke the camel's back. Just like, okay,
be.
maybe I shouldn't be doing this.
We also have here, what do we have? Addiction versus Kushida and Cheeseburger, which,
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It was okay. I'm not gonna go out of my way.
No,
to see it,
I
though.
really like the intermission in this, dude. I really
Why?
like that.
Why?
I don't know. I
Where
just
it's
like,
just like nothing.
well, I wasn't watching it live, so I skipped it, obviously. But like live, I would kind of like if you knew that all the shows are gonna have like a 10-minute intermission in the middle.
Yeah, no, I agree. And the way that they built it up too is like they had the co-main event before the intermission.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, that's a good way to build it up,
If you're
everyone's
there,
just
if
going.
you're watching the show, like, wouldn't it be nice to have an intermission? House shows do. I know when you go to a house show,
Yep.
WWE house show.
Smoke break.
Yeah, like you go take yourself a piss, have a smoke,
Yep.
take a couple of tokes outside,
Exactly.
Good shit, man.
The one who breaks out.
I wanted to shit on, after intermission, it came back, and I wanted to shit on this next thing, because,
The Rhett Titus and Will Ferraro match
I don't even
against
know.
Brian Johnson and Justin Pusser.
Dude, so, like, I was like, oh, Ring of Honor, this is pretty good. They got their shit together. And then just two tag teams have got, like, unfucking believable. These are both dog shit.
Yeah.
One mean team versus the dogs, honestly.
This was put there specifically so Jay Briscoe can kick the shit out of him. That's to me, that's all they were there for. They were four guys sent out there, work for 5-10 minutes. Jay Briscoe's going to come out and kick the shit out of all you guys.
Yeah. Two awful tag team. Like, those gimmicks are fucking dog shit. I don't know if those guys are good or not.
Rhett
I mean,
Titus is decent. Will Ferrara, I believe, used to team up with Cheeseburger.
Yeah.
But Brian Johnson and Justin Pusser, I feel like they're probably just local guys.
Yeah. I just thought the gimmicks on both, I was like, ooh, this is very, very misguided. Very, like, old wrestling. Just not a good idea. I mean, you might as well have Fucking greasers, man. We saw greasers on NXT a couple weeks ago. What the fuck?
Luckily, they haven't been back.
Yeah, thankfully. But yeah, Cole Cabana. That match was fun.
Against Toriano, yeah, with the DVDs, yeah. Did we already talk about this on, or was this before the show?
This is on fucking extra. I think we're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought Toriano is brilliant when it comes to comedy. Cole Cabana is okay. I find Cole Cabana stuff to be a little long in the tooth. But
It's just like he's a little too goofy sometimes with some of it. Yeah.
yeah, but Toriano is I don't know, something. I don't know if it's just because he's Japanese. You know what I mean? Like, and he's so animated. His face, like when he does that shrug, it's like, how can you not like Toriano when he shrugs?
Yeah.
How can you not like a guy that gets $40 for a DVD ringside?
Yeah.
Like, how can you not like him? He's amazing.
$40. $40.
Yeah. Give me DVD. Just goes to him. Just yells DVD. It's like $40.
They trade DVDs, and then like Toriano throws it into the crowd.
Which you knew it was going to happen because it's fucking Toriano.
Yeah. They end up getting them back, and yeah, Toriano sells his for $40. There's just all kinds of crazy like comedy spots in there. I enjoyed the where they pulled the turnbuckle pads off. I thought that was fucking funny.
Yeah, just how fast he can pull them off too.
Yeah. Really good match actually. Like, and it reminded me too, like, there's more variety here than, like, I like a good comedy match, especially like a 3-hour pay-per-view. By all means, throw me a comedy match in there, dude. Breaks it up a little bit, change of pace.
Yeah, especially like you think about it. This was like a dream match of comedy matches.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It really was, and it's just great. I was a big fan of it. Have you ever watched any of those Wrestling Road Diaries that Colt Cabana does?
I have not.
The first one is with Daniel Bryan, and it's just basically a weekend of them doing stuff. It's really good. The second one is with Luke Gallows and.
I bet that's funny.
It's fucking hilarious. Luke Gallows and Deuce Domino, Cliff Compton.
Oh yeah.
And this like Luke Gallows shows all those characters that you've seen in Southpaw, where like, he's just doing all that. It's
Sex
really
Ferguson.
Yeah, and he's got like the whole time he's got this bruised quad, so he can't really work, so he just like hobbles around the ring.
Awesome.
It is. It's great. And then the third one is with Yoki Taro or something like that, and Grado. That one's all comedy guys. It is really good.
That could be good too.
Yeah, I've got the third one like signed and everything. I don't know. I pre-ordered
that's
it.
cool.
I pre-ordered it, so it came with all the autographs. Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. And then that main event, which I guess if you want to bury fucking Yoshihashi.
Oh fuck! I hate Yoshihashi, man. Like Yoshihashi can have a decent match, right? But Yoshihashi is not a name outside of Japan that anybody will buy a ticket for or will even just turn their head to see. But that's what they decided to do for the first U.S. Championship title defense in America. I don't know. I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
You could have at least did Suzuki. Suzuki was there. Like.
Yeah. Could have done that. Could have done a lot of things there. I mean, maybe you could have picked up, a bigger name free agent to come in and just do that. That that could have been something.
Yeah. I don't know if
not the ass man, but
no.
somebody.
But it's all what New Japan wants to do. So I don't know.
Yeah.
They did pick Billy Gunn to be the big North American draw there to go to the the G1?
No, that LA show.
Oh right, yes, yeah. So fuck.
But I didn't like. I mean, this match was whatever. It was okay. It was pretty good, and then all of a sudden, it just got dumb. Like that, I had 10 boot stuff. I'm like, ugh.
I liked it the first time I seen it. It was on, I believe, the Columbus show where they done it.
Yeah.
And it's like, this just went way too far to me.
Well, then they brought out like even more guys on the other side.
Yeah. So it became 20 boots.
Yeah, there's like 10 dudes laying on each other. I was like, this is fucking kind of homoerotic.
I'm not a homo, but this is homoerotic.
Yeah, it is. Did I like stumble across some weird website online where there's like 10 Japanese dudes laying on top of each other? What the fuck's going on?
That weird sex wrestling.
Oh, that shit's fucking awesome, dude.
Hey,
I like that.
hey, man, variety, right?
Who's that guy who worked that super gay shit over there?
I don't. Oh, I have no idea.
You ever see that?
No.
Actually, now that I feel like it, I feel like maybe that was like, from my recollection of the match, maybe that was fucking Toriano. I saw this something. It was on the boys at wrestling. What the fuck? World Famous Flea Market. Shout out to them. If you fucking don't watch World Famous Flea Market on YouTube and you're into wrestling, you fucking need to. Those guys are amazing. But yeah, there's a super gay Japanese match where like it like go to put you with up for like a pile driver, but like put your head inside of his fucking trunks and shit, and like really everything was just like super homoerotic comedy match. I thought it was pretty funny.
That is fantastic, though. I must say. I will solemnly admit.
Like that's funny to me. But that was the Global Wars Chicago show there. I thought it was pretty good.
And that was our top 5. We might as well go through the rest of the Lucha Underground now.
Yeah, I like us. We're buttoning everything up all here at once.
We are. We had the show opened up with Montanza taking on El Dragon Azteca Jr. in a cage match. Is this the first cage match they've ever had?
No. They
okay.
had Mundo had a cage match with somebody last year.
Because I feel like this is the first time
Taya,
I've seen the cage.
Oh, Taya took a bump off the fucking thing at one point I think it was last year. It was Mundo and somebody. So no, that's not the first one.
I was quite disappointed in. To me, you don't see a cage match very often in Lucha Underground. So why was it 2 minutes into the match you're outside of the cage brawling around? I just thought that was so stupid. So stupid.
Yeah, it's not a great idea. I mean, I guess I usually do shit on that type of thing, so I should shit on it here too. I shit on it every time WWE does it. So, but it was at least a crazy bump. I thought actually through the cage.
The bump was great. The bump was great. But other than that, it's just like I really like too how Montanza, like every time he passes Melissa Santos, he stares at her.
Yeah,
like I'm gonna fuck you.
Or eat you, or
both.
both.
It was like, my dick feels funny.
Like both at the same time.
Yeah. But no, Matanza kicks the shit out of El Dragon Azteca and he wins.
Yeah, pretty much. As they went out beside the cage, because he touched the floor, it was like, okay, is the match over? But Dario restarted. Dario was everywhere on this show.
He was.
He restarted as a pinfall or submission only match. And that's where you got the return of Black Lotus coming off the top and getting involved in the match.
First, she goes after Dragon Azteca Jr. because she originally thought that his father or whatever is the one that killed her parents.
And his mentor.
Yeah, his mentor, yeah. And then she's like, oh, no, I don't believe that, Dario, you lied. It's like, well, why did you attack El Dragon Azteca?
Yeah, I love it too. Montanz is like up on the corner celebrating, and she goes and like fucking hits him in the balls and power bomb. Like that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was great.
But yeah, fucking awesome too that she's going after Dario, but Montanza gets back up and gives her a wrath of the gods.
And it's crazy how he does that so perfectly that they land in the middle of the ring. That crest every time.
Perfect, dude. I was glad you noticed that too. Her body is like perfectly positioned in the middle of the seal.
Yeah, it's unreal how well Jeff Cobb is in the ring.
And they got like that, the camera view is from straight above, so you get this like woman laid out. It looked fucking awesome.
Yeah. Have you ever have you watched some of that Forever Lucha in the UK?
No. Does it have actual luchadors?
Well, I haven't watched a lot of it, but there's like that was where they done the Pete Dunne and Marufuji.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right.
That's the name of the Fed or what?
Lucha Forever or something like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
But the way that's shot, I think is really clever.
I'll have to check it out. No, I haven't. Where is it available? Our usual means.
I think I found it on that wrestling group, that Spanish wrestling group that has matches. I think that's where I watched it.
Oh, that's right. That's where I did see it in there too. I should go check that out. I don't like when dudes who aren't Mexican dudes try to be luchadors. El Ligero, I'm looking at you, you motherfucker. I hate like white dudes trying to be like. That's what in my mind. That's what all Chikara is, right? Is like a bunch of 150-pound white dudes trying to be luchadors. Fucking
Well, yeah,
irritates me.
maybe. I've never watched a Chikara show though, ever.
Like they have like that fire ant guy, right?
I'm
I mean,
not gonna
he's like a
waste my
masked.
time.
He's like a white guy, thin as a rail, in a mask. I mean, I don't know if he's trying to be a luchador or what, but
I don't know.
I guess I didn't have a problem. The only time I did it was when it was like tongue in cheek with like Generico, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. El
Like
Generico. Well, see, and that's him. Just the name says it all, right?
exactly right. It made it more of a joke than anything. But I after the three-way, they had this the Johnny Mundo story by Taya. I thought
Yeah.
that was fucking funny,
It,
man.
it, it was because like it was edited badly too because it was by Taya. So I thought it was great.
And Mundo's like intentionally being shitty, like delivering everything very poorly.
Yeah, yeah. Because Taya is a shitty editor, right? So she's not editing out the right stuff. So it's fucking great.
It's pretty good.
It's
One of those
meta.
like,
It's meta as fuck, is what it is.
uh, oh, it's just because it's just cool because Johnny lets us do whatever I want. He's like, cut. I do not let them do whatever they want. It's like, what the fuck? Super funny, man. Like, they actually do comedy well here, you know? Like,
Yep, I agree.
WWE comedy is like, when's the last time they did something that actually made you laugh? It's very few and far between.
Oh, Raw and SmackDown had one piece each that really genuinely made me laugh.
Yeah, but like, not intentional.
Well, no, maybe we'll get to it. There are two spots that I openly roared at when I heard it. I was really stoned though.
Oh, that goes without saying, sir. And then we have the closing fucking video of this, which I don't even have notes about. But...
It was fucking crazy. So
Oh,
like,
it always is. Right?
you
The
see,
end
you
of the
see
season.
Puma leave. So he dropped his mask. He's gone. He walks into the light, and then you have Pindar getting his head chopped off.
Dude, by who's
I can't remember. I can't remember his name.
oh fuck, what's that guy's name? God damn it. Yeah, he's kind of been around. He's just a very, he's good in the ring. He's just kind of a normal looking dude.
He is very normal looking, isn't he?
But remember they were doing a story where she was like trying to get him over to she was being very flirty with him and
Yep.
watching his matches and all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beheads fucking Pindar.
And Pindar's gone. That's a
He
shame.
should have fucking
'cause that suit was
should have
dope.
beheaded the shitty fucking Undertaker dinosaur
Yeah.
motherfucker.
What's his name? Fucking
Vibora.
Vibora. You'll vibrate yourself over there, huh?
Judas Devlin.
Yeah, fuck him. Vampiro shows his master.
Yeah, that looked fucking cool.
Yeah, it's
like who's
Super
that guy?
Shredder. He sounded like Super Shredder. So maybe it's Kevin Nash.
And then you got to look at him and you're like, he looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see more of that.
Yeah, I really hope that this continues. And then we have the whole spot where Dario gets murdered.
Well, yeah, and also we had. I guess they showed like Phoenix and.
Yeah, that was I didn't take notes on that because it's just
And Melissa left, I guess, in the car, but that really wasn't much. But
there was something I don't know. I want to bring this up. When they're in the car, there's like something red that flashes in the window behind them,
oh,
and I could not figure out what it was. But I don't know. I feel like there was something hinted in there.
I don't doubt it, dude. I watched it once, and now that we're really talking about it, it's like I want to watch it again, because it's totally them to put shit in there, and hide shit in there. And
Yeah, so I seen that, and I was a little suspect. I was like, "Ooh, what's that?" I wonder.
I was overcome with like joy and intrigue while I was watching the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like, oh my god. It was like the end of the first season, I think, or where they teased Montanza forever. You never saw him, and then like at the end of the season,
Saw
as
his
they're going
eyes.
past the trailer, you saw the eyes, and I was like, oh my god, like
Yeah, that's
they
Montanza.
built that up over a whole fucking year. And I was like, the payoff was seeing his eyes. Holy shit! Like that's that's something, man. There's something to be said for that.
You know what's the big difference? You have television writers writing for TV instead of Joe Blows that applied online writing weekly television that's changed every hour by Vince.
Well, that's true. I mean, Chris Joseph. That's the thing. Is like, these guys worked there before, though. You know, he
Well,
worked
yeah, but
there.
you got to work within the system.
Yeah, Van Wagenen worked there. So you got to think like, what ideas did Chris Joseph have for WWE that they just like, no, we're not going to go with that. I'd be super interested to hear him talk about that shit someday.
I think I heard Alex Greenfield talk about how a lot of guys just wrote for what they knew Vince wanted to hear because it just made life easier in the run, you know? So that's probably a lot of what happens.
Yeah. And Dario gets shot, as you mentioned.
Yeah, by the black guy. I don't know his name.
as they are one to do.
No
Just
racism
joking.
intended. But
Just joking, y'all. Come on. I know that I can. I know that everybody who listens to our show is fucking cool and understands the joke. Yeah, who he was like this. There's so much to the story. He's like a city councilman.
But he's also
the
like
deal?
one of the Dark Lords or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, and Dario calls somebody. Did you catch what was happening with that?
I couldn't pick out what he was saying.
Yeah, like it has happened or something like that.
Okay, because originally I thought he was just going to call 911, but then when he dialed more than 3 numbers, I was like, oh.
He's got a fucking rotary phone, which is funny because like
A Batman
those
rotary
phones,
phone.
those phones don't work anymore.
Really?
You know, they're because they're like older analog style. Like you can't, even if you did have an old style phone thing, I don't think they work with that.
Huh. Fair
I could
enough.
be wrong, but like that's the shit. Like how pissed are you that you have a analog fucking rotary phone when you're shot in the fucking chest? Like even to call 911, you got to go all the way to 9. You got to
Why
go
doesn't he
all
have
the
a
way
Why doesn't he have a fucking cell phone? Why does he got to use the goddamn rotary phone?
I'm pretty sure he does have a cell phone. He's gotten calls on it before.
Well, why don't he see? That's popping holes in your fucking cheese there, bud.
Yeah, fucking plot hole, man. But he dies, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really mean much.
I assume he dies, but I mean, Katrina's died a couple times too, right?
Well, Bill Mertz has died multiple times.
Yeah, so this might be, who knows? Katrina might. I don't know, because Katrina's working for the other side. Why would she help Dario? Her son, by the way.
Yeah. They also did
you.
show, I thought, a really cool shot too of Cuerno sitting in his trophy room.
Yes, with the electrified glove.
Yeah, the glove is there, and he just like, I love it. He's like, I love him in that cowboy getup, dude. It's like one of my favorite things, fucking in wrestling.
He tips the hat and it's nap time, bud.
Yeah, King Cuerno in the mask, but dressed up like a fucking cowboy. It's like just so fucking good.
It is.
Ah, God, I love Lucha Underground. Please bring it back.
Hopefully.
That was the end of it, huh?
That's the end of season 3, 40th episode.
Yeah.
Of the season. Now, something tells me there that why would they do 40 episodes? They would do 40 episodes to make it 100, and in case they couldn't get season 4 because it looked bleak, at least they got 100 for syndication.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what that meant. So like, I don't know. Even if we are to get Lucha Underground, it's going to be over a year before we get it. Well,
yeah, they haven't done anything. I mean, they might be able to, for a couple months out to get your tapings set up, maybe. I mean, yeah,
you got to build the temple again first.
Yeah, we'll be lucky if we see anything in 2018. I think.
Yeah, I'd say 2019, if anything, is when you'll see anything.
Damn it, it can't be. As long as we get back to it, like. That's the thing, too, is if this show does go off the air, like, you better fucking, Chris Joseph, I'm talking to you. You better put out all that shit, right?
At least an explanation as to what was going to happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at least go out and, like, fucking put out what was going to happen in the stories.
Yeah.
But hopefully it doesn't come to that.
No, me neither. I really hope not. I had a while, the first part of this season I didn't really enjoy. but I feel
Yeah.
like the break really rejuvenated it. And by the time like those couple months were up, it was just like, oh man, I'm really excited for Lucha Underground now.
Second half of the season really picked up. They had
It
the
did.
tournament.
It did.
They had that big Mundo and Mysterio match build up. I mean, they did do a lot of shit.
Dude, it was good matches every week, and you knew
Yeah.
it. You knew you were going to get something good. So
That's just it, right? You tune in there, and like at least one of the matches is going to be really stand out.
yeah, exactly. And it's going to be it's going to suck that it's gone, or at least for the time being. But
Yeah.
well, what can you do?
There you go. So that
Top
was
five. Top five just got a little harder.
the top 5, Ultimate Lucha Trace, and Global Wars all rolled into one. All right. And earlier I mentioned a game. I surprised you with a game. You had
Ooh.
no idea.
Yes. Should I play the game show music?
It's not going to work, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But this game I'm tentatively calling Where in the World Is That Wrestler From?
Oh fuck.
Yes. Yes, we've established on this show that you are very poor at knowing where guys are from.
Yep, that is true.
And so I'm going to go ahead and ask for no cheating in this.
I am as honest as the day is long, sir. I need to get some weed ready now.
Because it was Tyler talking about it this week again on Twitter. Somebody, I'm going to Jackson, said he's going to buy you an Atlas.
Yes, and I told him that unless it's a bong, don't waste your time because I'm not going to look at it.
Yeah, then he posted a picture of a fucking bong with a globe on it.
He did. That guy's a fucking saint. Now he just needs to send it to me.
Send us bongs on Bongtreon.
I would use it every show.
Yeah. So you ready to try some of these out or what?
Yes.
Okay. So first, let's start off, brother, with the fucking woman killer himself, brother. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Where is Jimmy Superfly Snuka from?
Isle of Samoa.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
He is from Fiji. So that is incorrect.
Shit. I thought that one was going to be right first thing.
Tyler Fudge. Where is Conan from?
Mexico.
Incorrect. He's from Cuba.
Fuck.
How about where is Nikolai Volkov from?
He's from America.
Incorrect. He's from Croatia.
Oh, fuck, man. I thought it was going to be... fuck.
0 for 3.
I was either going to say Russia or America, but I wasn't going to get that one right either or.
You're going to be wrong both ways.
Yeah.
How about El Gigante, a.k.a. Giant Gonzalez?
Spain.
He is from Argentina.
Fuck.
You're proving everybody right here.
I know.
How about WWE superstar returned this week, Kane?
Oh, he's from France. Fuck.
Kane is from France. Is that your final answer?
No. Yes. No, he's from Spain.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Kane
Cool.
is from Spain. That
Yes. Good. Got
How
one.
about
Now I can die happy now. I got one right.
So you got one right and 4 wrong?
Something like that, yeah.
How about Ezekiel Jackson?
Oh, he's from Africa.
Well, that's a continent.
Okay,
we're
he's
looking
from
for a
South
country.
Africa. Oh, I don't know.
You saying Africa? You
Fuck,
saying Africa?
I don't know. A country. Fuck it. Let's go with fucking what's the one where all the white people are?
South Africa.
Is that a country or a continent?
No, that's a country.
Okay, South Africa.
If the question is that a country or a continent? We're in bad shape. Ezekiel Jackson, I was just fucking with you. He's not even from Africa. He's from South American country of Guyana.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah, they have a population of 750,000 people.
Ask me where Killian Dane's from.
Where is he from?
Ireland, right? No? No?
I don't. Which Ireland?
I don't fucking know, man. I'm just assuming where he was making the jokes of the Scottish Killian Dane that he must be Irish. But I don't know.
Oh shit! Killian Dane is not on my list. He is from Northern Ireland,
Okay, yeah, see, I was...
which, as has been clarified by our Irish listeners, two very different things. So
Yeah, well, when they can tell me about Newfoundland, they can go
yeah.
suck a dick.
How about this is kind of an obscure one. How about Mason Ryan?
Mason Ryan, he is from either Australia or New Zealand.
He is from the same place our homie MC Burberry is from. He's from Wales. He is Welsh.
Oh. Fuck, man. What the fuck, Jim? What are you doing to me?
Pretty piss poor outing. I got two more if you want
Okay,
them.
no, I'm cool. Yeah, go for it.
Legendary wrestler Karl Gotch.
Oh, Germany.
That's where he was billed from. He is actually from Belgium.
You know, Belgium's not in Germany? Fair enough.
No, it's not. It's not.
Fuck.
Oh,
Here I was
man.
thinking, too, like, when you guys were making fun of me, I was like, I'm not that bad at it. And then we do this, it's like, oh,
How about Ludwig Borga?
Ludwig Vorda. Now, yeah, but this is a trick one. That's just a gimmick, isn't it? Ludwig Vorda. No. I'm... Romania.
He is from Finland.
What the
See, he got about 1 out of 10.
Well, I've never played the game before, but it's a lonely sound, man. It's a lonely.
Time to play the game. Oh, that's great. We'll have to do that one again.
We will actually. That was fun.
If
That
you
was
have
fun.
some suggestions for the game, DM them to me on Twitter at Suplex City Limit. I'll play that again sometime. That was a pretty fun idea. You might as well get into fucking WWE for the week and talk about Raw. All right, Monday Night Raw, the go-home show for TLC. Go home shows. Not very
Nothing
good.
really matters now because it's all changed.
Yeah, exactly. This Raw was from Portland, Oregon. What do you really want to talk about from this show?
Let's see. The opening promo makes no sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They had Braun versus Roman in a cage. What if Braun gets meningitis before Sunday because he was in that cage with Roman? What if Kane gets it too? What if they all just fucking...
That's the thing, right? Any of these people could have fucking... Dude, Rollins and Ambrose could have get this shit too.
Angle could
What
now get
if-
this.
What if they're... That's the thing I was saying earlier. Like, what if their roster gets just decimated with meningitis?
What if AJ gets it and brings it back to SmackDown?
Yeah?
Man, this could get... I don't know. It would be crazy if the main event never even happened and to begin with. That would just throw... Like, what would you do?
Yeah. Well, this was quite the fucking wrench in the situation here, so...
Yeah, it really was.
Instead of saving the Shield entrance and song and out of the crowd for the
Yeah.
show, they didn't. Thought that was a misstep.
Yeah, I agree. And especially with the fatigues and everything, too. That should have just been saved for the pay-per-view.
Who's the first guy on the mic when they get in the ring? Reigns, booed unmercifully.
Yeah.
The other two got cheered, though, so...
Yeah, it's not going to save Reigns, I don't think. I think we're past that. It's not saving him.
No, Michael Cole tells us at the end of this segment, this is shaping up to be one of the best Raws ever.
Right?
One of the best Raws ever. Calm down, Michael.
Oh, that was
Holy shit.
gross.
In case you thought Gallows and Anderson were cool or badasses or any of this shit, they're in the ring with Elias. They actually were kind of funny here.
I did enjoy it, but it's not something I want to see more of, you know?
Yeah, them doing the Honky Tonk Man song.
I mean, Carl Anderson, he's funny. And so is Luke Gallows. But
Yeah.
I mean, you can find better things to make him funny than saying nerd and singing with Elias.
I like when he says nerd. It reminds me of Revenge of the Nerds. Nerds. Yeah. I've been saying that since like back in the day from Revenge of the Nerds. When fucking anytime I see nerds, dude, I'm like nerd. There's these people who live in our apartment building, this dude and this chick, and they're just nerdy as fuck, you know what I'm saying? Both of them. And every time we drive by them, my fucking girlfriend will be like, nerds!
Like with the window down too?
Yeah. Not like
cool.
loud at them, but yeah, she'll always be like, nerds! Because, like, dude, the first Revenge of the Nerds movie is great.
Oh, is it ever?
When he gets fucking pissed off about the nerds, it's so good. Nerds! So I actually like when Gallows does that. I think it's pretty funny.
But we can agree that they can do better comedy than this.
Well, sure. You get your first hot match of the show. The best Raw ever, according to Michael Cole, is Elias and the Club versus Titus Worldwide with Jason Jordan.
Yeah, which tells you it must be like turned into an all-black club, hey? Like,
Well, it's like, it made me think, like, oh, they just gave up on Jordan pretty hard.
oh, yeah, well, he's not even on the pay-per-view, is he?
No.
No.
No, yeah, there's so many guys who are on this show. It's like, why? Apollo gets the pin, and who did he pin?
Oh, Carl Anderson, of course.
You guessed it, Carl Anderson.
But just the only person that gets pinned ever.
Yeah. Shitty backstage women's segment nonsense. They spent a lot of time.
They start calling it the women's evolution.
I was confused about what was going on with that.
Me too. And they're really
Because she's
trying
like
to
women's revolution, and when Renee Young says evolution,
yeah, it's like what?
it was revolution. It always was.
Yeah.
I don't.
And then they're still trying to make biscuit butt a thing.
Dude. Yeah, they were like, I heard kind of from some backstage shit, like, oh, they thought that would catch on. They're gonna try to drive it home and get people to. What the fuck, dude?
What is a biscuit butt?
It sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, it sounds like.
If someone is like, dude, you got to meet this chick, man. You got to go out with her. She's got a fucking biscuit butt. I'll be like, no shit. I like biscuits.
Oh, really? I love biscuit butts.
But does she have a warm, flaky fucking ass? I don't know.
She keeps a hot pad on it.
Yeah.
But no, Alexa Bliss's bum is really nice. So I'm assuming it's a great thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Get a recap of a 205 story.
At least Gallagher got a video package, right?
Well, Cedric Alexander's issue with Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick, just fuck off, really. You get Alexander with Swan versus Gallagher and Kendrick.
On the
Gallagher, I actually would like Alexander and Swan could be a fucking really fun tag team.
Oh, easily, very easily.
Said that about Swan and Tozawa too. I feel like Swan is just could be a really good tag guy.
Swan, I think they're missing the boat on Swan and Alexander. To be completely honest with you,
God, how good is Alexander?
He's the. I think I would go so far as to say probably one of the best, maybe the best in the cruiserweight division now.
Yeah, right.
With Neville gone.
Kendrick grabs the leg. Swan takes him out. Alexander gets the win, which they've kind of teased that like they're gonna go the route of Alexander, but they never seem to.
No, never.
The Miz is out with the Axeman and the Bear.
The Bear.
Cesaro cuts a promo. Sounds like he's got Sheamus's dick in his mouth. Why is he talking all the time? He talked all over this show. Is that supposed to be a joke? Or
I think it is some sort of a joke where his teeth are fucked and he's trying to talk in the mouth guard.
Didn't work for me.
No, it didn't work for me either.
It was funny they kind of talk about adding the Axeman to the match, and the crowd fucking wanted it, dude.
Yeah, which is surprising. Well, I suppose I don't know. The crowd is weird sometimes. Like I don't want to see him in it.
Well, not really, but I do fucking oddly like Curtis Axel for some reason.
I do too. I don't know. There's something about just this. Well, I mean, my funny part is Curtis Axel and Braun Strowman, really.
Yeah. Oh, later on in the show.
Yeah, that's the part that I roared
That's
at.
good. Alicia Fox.
Alicia
Buddy. Always on the ball.
I didn't know we had it.
Yeah,
That one probably went away and came back.
yeah,
Now
it
she's on
has.
TV.
It has, now that she's doing a rehash of her Sasha Banks feud from earlier on in the year.
Did she defeat Sasha Banks? Is that what happened here?
Well,
Or did Sasha win?
No, Sasha won, but she just beat her
okay.
up from behind.
Okay.
But this is a feud that happened earlier in the year.
Well, I think it was supposed to be Nia, and Alicia's replacing her.
Well, the thing is, as well, is that Nia apparently took 2 weeks off because she wasn't being used, so she figured rest up before the tour. That's the excuse they're using. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was like, oh, I wanted to face Asuka.
Oh God, if that chick is sitting there from any position of like, I should be somewhere where fuck you.
Yeah.
She sucks.
She smells.
She fucking sucks. I don't know if she smells. She's definitely fat.
Oh, fuck.
It's some fat asses.
I don't think we got that one. Yeah, we do.
I thought
Fat asses!
Yeah! Fucking good. Oh, shit. Yeah, Sasha managed to bleed in this match. She just stiffed her right in the fucking face. Did you see that?
Yeah.
It's like it could have broke her nose with the shot she gave her.
Sasha bleeds a lot, though.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, heavy flow, I suppose.
Afterwards, Sasha has an interview with Charlie Caruso, who doesn't even help her, when she gets attacked by Alicia Fox. Doesn't even like, hey, Vince, look out! Nothing. Nothing. Just like, oh, hey. Thanks for helping out. Enzo got some mostly face he comes out and gets a mostly face reaction.
Yes, yeah. Cuts a heel promo.
Well, definitely. But people still cheer him. I don't understand.
I don't either. I fucking hate Enzo.
Oh, it's funny. I was actually fast forwarding, and then I saw Kalisto, and I was like, "Whoa!" Rewind back. Hit play.
Make a good lucha thing. God damn.
This week he tells us he's going to be the new Cruiserweight champion. What the fuck? I love it, actually. Like, it's one of my favorite things. I just say, like, give him the mic and send him out there to do promos every week because it's one of my favorite things.
Crash and burn, bro. Crash and burn. It sounds a little something like this.
Making good lucha things, dude. That should have been a t-shirt. I would have bought a Kalisto shirt if it said, something about make good lucha things.
On the back says, ooh, goddamn.
Ooh, goddamn. Fucking awesome.
Oh, my TV just turned off. That sucks. Okay, it's back.
Yeah, when I come out the new Cruiserweight champion, he's got the fucking belt around his waist. Glorious.
What a loser.
Davari. Put him back in the fucking dumpster. Like, I just wanted Braun to come out and throw him in a dumpster again.
Yes. But yeah, Davari, Gulak, Nice, and Dara come out and they jump Kalisto. Ali comes in for the save, and they just all fall to the numbers.
Yeah, way late for the save on that.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
What the fuck were you, bro? But dude, so these four guys who beat the shit out of Enzo last time.
You know what it is? The Cruiserweight, see, they got to change back in the fucking parking lot because they don't let them in. So it took them a long time to get from the parking lot to the ring, see?
Exactly. But like, why are these guys helping him? They don't care enough to do anything. Take a minute and have him promising them matches or giving them money or, you know what I'm saying? Like, just anything. Because, like, why is this happening?
Well, think about this now. He made fun of all of these guys relentlessly
every week.
for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The only person he did not make fun of is not on his side, and that's Tozawa.
Yeah, Tozawa's not even there to help. I thought that would have been funny if Tozawa was there.
Yeah, Tozawa should have been there. But no.
But yeah, that's just, we talk about it every week. Just these little things of like, why? Like last week, why are Alexa and Nia together?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
No one knows. Ambrose and Rollins with separate entrances take on the Bear.
Again, like, come on. Can we not
For
do
the
this
belts.
every fucking week?
Yeah.
Like, the matches are good, but there are you're going to just, they're being force-fed now. We're just going to get sick of them.
Yeah. Why don't they call them the Bar? They have a T-shirt that says the Bar, but they don't call them the
Their trunks say the bar,
Yeah.
but no.
And they still have, like, essentially separate entrances with that awful fucking Cesaro thing at the beginning. That's all it is. It's not even the song. It's just like
No.
the siren.
Yeah,
It's so
that's it.
fucking awful. Make them come out together, to a different song. Give them a new song. The songs suck anyway.
both.
Yeah.
Both of them suck.
Yeah, Sheamus's isn't so bad, but it's very Irish,
It is.
So,
A Swiss guy coming out to Irish music.
yeah. We got to do the backstage we were talking about where
Oh.
the Axeman wants to fight Reigns, and I thought Braun was really good there.
Go find him. Go do it. But then when fucking Miz comes back and he's like looking, he's like, "Where's Axel?" And Braun, Axel wanted to beat up Reigns, so I told him to go do it. It's just like, fuck
It was
me.
like, it was oddly very earnest,
Yeah.
The delivery of it was just like very good.
It's so deadpan. I just fucking thought it was amazing. Like I roared both times. It's just like,
Yeah.
Braun, you comedic genius. But a lot of it's Axel too, though. Like just playing it up. It's like I'm gonna do it, and it's like go find him. It's like, no, why would I do that? This is fucking great.
Yeah.
But then like too, when he meets the Shield, and he's like 5 feet away, and he's walking towards him. And they cut the commercials. Like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Next one, look at my pussy fin. It's Bray Wyatt. I got a pussy now. It tastes so sweet.
Oh, Christ. I really think we should meet up with Bray Wyatt next week and see how he gives out candies with meningitis.
I'm inside a bubble. Dude, did you catch this or am I wrong? But when they recapped from last week, the Sister Abigail thing, did it not have a better voice effect on it this week than it did last week?
I will be completely honest with you. I fast forwarded the recap because I did not need to see that.
I felt like they fixed it this week. It sounded way better.
They might have. They did get a lot of flack over that stupid auto tune.
Yeah, so they did. It sounded better this week. So I feel like they fixed that, which is pretty funny. And then we get Balor out to talk.
Oh.
That's all he fucking does.
Oh,
he says
does.
he will slay a monster with a demon of his own. And the lights pulse, and then he fucking morphs into what we're now referring to as Pumpkin Spice Finn.
Yes.
He looks like a pumpkin.
He does. He looks like the Great Pumpkin from Charlie Brown.
He's a great pumpkin. He looks like if Darth Maul fucked a pumpkin.
Yeah, he really
The
does.
offspring
actually.
of that. Yeah.
That's when if you're playing like a Star Wars Street Fighter game, if you picked Darth Maul twice, that would be his alternate one would be Pumpkin Darth
like
Maul.
The orange Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
Pretty much,
little
dude.
he's a little bit gayer,
I don't care how much makeup you put on this gay boy. I'm not intimidated by him. I just, this is. I mean, obviously hope no one, never hope someone gets sick or any of that kind of shit. But thank God we're spared of this.
I know. I agree completely.
Thank God we're spared from fucking Bray Wyatt coming down and who knows what. I'm kind of was interested to see what they would do, but I'll take AJ and Finn with like 15 minutes to work.
Yeah. Like I truly believe that if they could have easily gotten away with it by having a chick come out and no Bray at all.
Yeah.
I really do. Like, it would have been like, oh, thankfully, no match. Awesome. I don't need to watch Bray Wyatt dressed as a woman wrestle.
Yeah, or maybe a woman comes out just in and while he's looking away, then Wyatt attacks from behind or something. Maybe.
Well, I'm talking about like a fantasy book where
Yeah.
Wyatt can't come. You know what I mean? Because he's sick.
Mm.
They could have easily gotten away with it, but it's so much better to have AJ Styles in the match, and the match should be probably the match of the night.
Oh, I would imagine. There's not. We'll get into the card. There's. Mickey James pins Bliss in a tag match. They fucking love this, dude.
Yep.
Have the contender pin the champ fucking a week out.
And you
I
know
don't
what's going
get
to
it.
happen. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I just don't get that at all.
No, I know. 50-50 booking.
That's where Axel finds the shield. Oh, they went to commercial. Okay, never mind. Uh,
Mickey, she cut a heartfelt promo about her son and how she's doing it for her son. And you know that her son's going to be so disappointed when she doesn't come back with the title. Because Mommy had to win the week before the show.
Miz finds Axel hanging upside down from a forklift and says that he was never their fifth guy. Ooh.
Never, no. But now let's hope that the Shield, one of them had a ticket for that forklift. They could be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could.
Reigns versus Strowman in the cage match.
Oh.
Yeah, didn't do much for me.
No, and especially when you see Potbelly Kane come out from under the ring.
Yeah.
And just obliterate people with his wig and shit. I hate it.
Yeah. Choke slams Reigns. Strowman power slams. Kane gives him a tombstone. And yet Braun gives him another power slam. And they finally are able to fucking pin Super Reigns.
Yeah.
And it goes out and Kane and Strowman stand tall side by side because I don't know why.
Because Kane is the new member, the fifth guy.
People are like, oh, Kane's back to avenge, Roman retiring his brother. And I'm like, we're really we're really still going with the Kane and Undertaker brother shit? Are you serious?
Yeah, to me, that's the only logic to this. The only bit. I'm not saying it's good logic,
you want to call
but
it
it's the
logic.
only logic.
Yeah.
So.
Use the term logic quite loosely.
Yeah, well, I mean, they don't. There is no logic in WWE these days.
So this takes us to TLC, live from the Target Center in Minneapolis this Sunday. Let's go through.
I can tell you,
picks.
Minneapolis is in Minnesota. Fuck yeah.
There you go.
Rock
All
that
right.
one.
Get a gold star. Geography today. Let's go through these matches. Sasha Banks and Alicia Fox again
Yes.
for the fourth one.
It's been a few. I would imagine Sasha Banks will win, though. I can't see Alicia Fox getting a pay-per-view win.
Ooh, you never know, dude. Sasha's not in the best graces right now.
I'm still gonna go with Sasha.
She's not in good graces because she dared to say, don't fucking show up to my hotel and show up at the airport like fucking weirdos. You fucking weirdos. I feel like I'm the only person who had no problem with the shit she said. She's like, any planned appearance or anything, I would love to meet you, but like, don't fucking come to my hotel and like fucking creepy shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, now mind you, to me, no, don't go to their hotel. But I mean, if you pass by somebody on the street, you know what I mean, or you're in a public area, you shouldn't have signed up to be in the public eye if you can't do. You know what I mean? But if they're busy doing something, like Randy Orton working or shit like that, no, wait till after. You know what I mean? But if a fan can't come up to you, then you're just a piss poor celebrity.
Fair enough.
Like Miz had a great thing about it, where he was talking about how as long as he's not doing something, like he might not be in the best mood, but he's never going to turn somebody down because they paid his bills.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. That's fair. So you taking the picks down here?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Getting off my soapbox now.
You went fucking perfect 2 shows ago. I won the last show.
Yes, you did. So we'll see
who wins this show. I'm gonna go with. Do I start fucking going sideways right away on this? Oh man, I feel like I almost want to pick Alicia Fox. Honestly,
well, hey.
I'll go with Sasha Banks. You have that's 3 women's matches on this show.
There's a few. Hey, is there 3? Oh my God, there is 3. Well, this is a kickoff match though, so.
Well, that's true, but there's still.
You know what else is on the kickoff? Drew Gulak's 217-page slideshow.
Yeah, Drew Gulak's power, which actually could be fairly decent because that character is pretty funny.
It is. It is. Drew Gulak without a beard too is odd to look at.
Yeah, it's a little weird. Get your beard back. Get some knee pads. Get your shit together. We have Finn Balor and AJ Styles. This is a really interesting spot, right?
It is. It is. And my pick is basically because it's a Raw show. The Raw guy's going to win. I would imagine Finn Balor goes over in what should be a hell of a show or a hell of a contest.
I feel like Balor's going to go over. I could see it going a lot of ways. I could see them doing something where there's interference or something on Bray's behalf. You know, who knows? I don't know.
It's possible. The Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh, God. So yeah, I'm going to go with Finn Balor here as well. But on the other side, not to get ahead of ourselves, but you have Styles, who's like going to be challenging for the belt over there, which makes no sense to me, but we'll talk about that over there.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So is he going to lose here? He's going to lose here and go back to SmackDown?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, he's losing to a former Universal Champion, right? So
fair enough. I will go with Finn Balor. Is he still going to be the Demon? Is there any point to him being the Demon?
I've seen it labeled as the Demon versus AJ Styles.
Oh my!
I don't know if they're still. I don't know. I have no idea.
The Demon, which he does like nothing different for.
Yeah, yeah. Orange paint for Halloween. Yeah.
We have Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann versus Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick. It's like impossible to pick because who gives a fucking who knows, right?
My whole thing is, WWE in times like this like to go with the 50-50 booking situation.
Yeah.
Cedric Alexander beat Jack Gallagher on Raw. I would imagine that the heels come out victorious on this one.
Logic would dictate such, wouldn't it?
But you know what we say about logic.
Well, that's true. Oh, I could see that, man. I really could see that. God damn it. Look at these picks. I'm like, I will go. I should think of these ahead of time, but I just.
That's what I do.
Well, yeah, smarter than I am, I guess. I will go. Trying to see where I can make my move. I need to make a move soon to break off from you here. I'm gonna go with the heels. Oh, you're going with the heels, right?
I am, yeah.
Sucker. I'll go with the faces.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're going to be the same all the way down here.
You think so?
Maybe.
Maybe. So now we got Asuka and Emma.
Yeah, that's Asuka, easy.
Yeah, we don't
Obviously.
Even need this is going to be like... Hopefully it's a short match, but I can see them doing it a little bit longer.
That'd be... These two could could have a good match, but yeah.
They have had good matches before.
Yeah. But what you're doing here, she needs to fucking crush her.
Yes, exactly. And Emma's bottom of the pole here in WWE, so
exactly.
Any lower, you get Summer Rae,
who's still employed there.
Yeah, just makes Snapchats all the time. Apparently, that's it.
Is that what she does?
Sexy Snapchats, yeah, and Braun on bar. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Sexy depends if you're like into fucking witch cosplay shit. Because that bitch, she got a witch nose.
I mean, it's all pink in the dark, right?
Well, I suppose you're right. I mean, I'm not to say like, oh, I wouldn't, I mean, I would fucking make that broad's mascara run, but Kalisto and Enzo Amore.
Well, Enzo Amore, I think.
Really?
Oh,
really?
Yeah, they're giving this right back to Enzo Amore.
It could be, right? I mean, I could see it going either way, though. I could see like this is the chance to move it away, but what is Enzo without
I don't think they want to. I don't think they want to, man. Like the crowd is so much more into 205 with Enzo there.
That's interesting. Yeah, he probably gets help and takes the win.
Yeah, from his 4 lackeys that he's got now. Maybe Tozawa finally shows up.
Yeah.
Or Tozawa comes up and helps Kalisto, and he no longer likes Tozawa. Big Twitter rant the next day.
All right, I'm with you there. I'll go with Enzo as well.
Now we got
Bliss.
Bliss and Mickey James.
Yeah, I mean, you got to feel like it's Bliss, right? You got to be Bliss.
Yeah, I don't see him putting the title on Mickey James.
No.
I feel like that whole old thing is like probably directly from Vince. You know, so it's probably going to be Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. And then the main event, faces, it got to be, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
No, I don't. I don't think there's in any way a 5-on-3 handicap match is going to be won by the faces. I don't think so.
When it was the Shield, you didn't think the Shield was going to win?
Yeah, I did think the Shield was going to win, but not without Roman Reigns.
Yeah, right. No shit, huh?
I really don't. I really don't think. I think that they're going to use this now to build a Survivor Series match with Roman Reigns, Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and maybe one other person. That's my thoughts on it.
Well, I'm going to go with the faces.
Yeah, there we go.
So
I completely understand why you picked the faces because it should have been the plan from the get-go.
Yeah, we'll see how my picks come back to haunt me here. That fucking 205 live tag matches would do me in. What
I like how the goal now is to pick the perfect show.
Well, you fucking set the bear.
The bear.
You set the bear on that one. I feel like back in the day I did do one as well, but I can't verify that fully. So as usual, I'm just talking out my ass.
Yeah.
So we'll touch on some SmackDown Live.
Was not ready, sir.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
SmackDown Live, Seattle, Washington. Daniel Bryan's home state.
Yes, the Key Arena.
Yeah. As mentioned before, Phillips is on assignment at a very prestigious mouth-fucking conference. He'll be back next week. I thought it was really interesting here.
Now,
Bryan
Jim, if I were to go to a mouth-fucking conference, do I have to get mouth-fucked or do I just give?
I think, well, as a dude, I feel like, well, maybe it goes both ways, whatever you're interested in.
See,
if you're interested more learning about the technique of delivery or reception, whatever whatever you're into. There's seminars for both.
Gagging and non-gagging.
Yeah, Phillips will be giving one for, delivery.
Because he likes to fuck that face. Google it.
Did you guys go to Tom Phillips' mouth-fucking seminar? Fantastic. I learned a lot. I really learned a lot. Bryan is out to start the show. Over 2 years since this guy's last match. He's still the most over guy in the company.
Oh, yeah. Easily. Especially in Seattle.
It's crazy everywhere, though. It's crazy. That was some fucking Sami Zayn there.
That was.
Fellas, I'm a pacifist. I don't believe in war.
It's so crazy how over the guy is. But Zayn comes out. Eventually, Owens comes out too, and they build for a Zayn and Bryan match. Oh no, they don't. Never mind. How about an Owens and Bryan match? Like, what was going on here? All this did was make me want to see him take either of them on. Him and Zayn. It was like, why are we building up him and that's not going to happen.
They're doing that Miz thing again, like the whole thing where that cooled the Miz down for a while because people's expecting a Daniel Bryan match. You're just doing the exact same thing again.
Here's another question I have for you. As he continues to have no fucks to give and do whatever he wants, do you think they're going to fucking bury that motherfucker before he gets out of there?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think they'll make him look like a bitch? I thought they made him look like a bitch here.
I don't know. I didn't find he came across as a bitch.
Really? I don't like when they put him in situations where he can't do anything,
Well, I mean, because it's just legally he's not allowed to do anything.
Well, I know, but so don't put him in the position. Don't have guys talking shit on him and stuff when he can't do anything because to me that makes you look like a bitch.
But then in a way though, it's just like, hey, if you do this, your money's gone, blah blah blah, and it's just like, hey, this is the internal conflict of Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I thought Zayn was fantastic here.
He was. Zayn was unbelievable. Just that promo
really
that he cut comparing himself to to Daniel, and then just going through it, the whole deal with the fans. That was great.
I thought, like, dude, because I mean, had they booked it properly, he could have been fucking Brian. So
Yeah.
it was really, really well done. Yeah, I liked it. And Owens too. I love those two together. I think it's great.
Yeah, like at the end of the show when he announces Zayn as his best friend.
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
And someone had said to me, I didn't catch it, but someone said to me that he said like, "Hold me closer," like hold me at the end of it, and they like were hugging and shit. Well, I think there's a lot of funny shit to come out of those
It
two
is.
working together.
Owens also started making comments on you should just walk out. And it's just
Yeah,
like,
dude.
it's fucking hilarious. Like, yeah, just walk out like Neville. Just walk out.
Yeah.
Just go.
Did he mention Neville?
No.
Oh,
But
okay.
you know it's alluding to that situation.
He should have. That would have been fucking dope. The women's trio tag match.
Yes.
Lana is wrestling, air quotation wrestling.
Yeah, what she calls wrestling anyways.
Yeah, in very brief stints. The Carmelo's on commentary. I don't know, dude.
Just
Charlotte
awful.
taps Lana with a figure eight.
This whole match was awful. Awful. Horrible. Offense to wrestling.
Brian comes across Owens and Zayn backstage. And who do they have a match with? Orton and Nakamura. Oh,
At least Nakamura didn't talk.
the East meets West fucking connection there.
The Pacific Coast connection.
Pulp Fashion. What did you think of this one?
I mean, I thought Breeze as Uma was great. When he bit the burger and the whole pickles deal, I thought was pretty cool. But when the Ascension said like you gotta be, I thought the whole thing was great. The big Acme needle, I thought that was great too.
Yeah. I thought this one was kind of I feel like they're kind of not as good as they were.
Oh, they're not as funny at all, but I still enjoy the break in the monotony of the show to see this.
And like to get their help, they have to. Dango has to say that they're the Ascension's friends, which I love how they work the Ascension into it because those guys are actually fucking funny in this shit.
They are. Their timing is really well.
It doesn't help their cause any though. I mean,
No, it's not going to make them over.
when you bring them out for like that other match last week with, all intense, the metal and shit, and I mean, what the fuck are we? What are we doing?
Yeah,
they're goofballs in one segment, and then anywhere else, they're all intense and shit. It's
screaming. Guns.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but the briefcase is gone, so you assume that 2B did it. The
I heard they're supposed to debut on that Halloween episode of SmackDown.
I heard completely opposite.
That's what I heard this week.
And maybe they changed it. Maybe I was wrong. Who knows?
I think the ratings for that are going to be fucking piss poor too.
The Halloween, I suppose.
Yeah, ratings this week. Raw's ratings were fucking. I think the first hour was like the lowest since the 4th of July.
Really?
In 2016. Yeah, it's pretty piss poor.
Wow.
But yeah, this is Halloween. I'm not going to be watching SmackDown.
So Halloween is not this Tuesday, right? No.
No, next Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I was like, Jesus, did we do the wrong show this week, Jim?
No. We haven't done that yet on here. It might happen yet.
Spends a week in a
US
fucking comatose daze. Just comes out of it, just fucked. Starts
I had to-
talking
I
in
don't
1985 WWF. The whole show.
Jimmy Stuka is out to take on fucking Tito Santana.
Well,
I don't like where they're going with Tito Santana now. He's a matador.
I just don't get it, bro.
Shitty gimmick, dude. Shitty gimmick.
Hey, have you heard the new White Snake album?
Yeah. Right. I had to watch wrestling when I was fucking almost in a coma. Not really, but I was sick as fucking laying in a hospital bed watching fucking Raw.
You were. I was healthy as a whistle.
I don't think I didn't take any notes though. I don't think.
No, you're pretty zonked that week.
Dude, I couldn't tell you how dirty I felt when like the nurse comes in and she's like, "Oh, wrestling, huh?" I'm like, "Oh, god damn it."
She's judging me.
It's like, which do you turn off faster from a screen? Like porn or fucking wrestling,
Depends on
I'd rather somebody catch me watching porn, honestly.
Yeah, it's more natural.
I guess it depends what kind of porn you're into.
I suppose. Scat man over here.
Oh, come on. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Fucking hell.
But Baron Corbin.
Speaking of Scat Man,
Yeah, takes on Sin Cara.
he loses a minute and a half by count out. Good.
Yeah,
Good.
mark it down on your calendars, folks. Sin Cara won the match.
Yes.
God damn.
And
Woo, goddamn. He made a good lucha thing.
he did. Oh,
Got good lucha things on both of their shows now.
At least they don't have Sin Cara talk.
That's true. Renee is with the Usos. Gable and Benjamin show up in their free 2K18 swag.
Because they can't get a shirt.
They both got those fucking jackets that day. You know they did.
Oh yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we got a bunch of free fucking 2K shit for the game back there. So, everyone grab some fucking windbreakers.
Yeah. Benjamin says, well, this is as good as it gets.
Yeah.
And then Gable's just like, whew, a free sweater. I'm
Yeah,
going
right.
to rap about it tonight.
Well, at least they had the good sense of, like, we're not wrestling on this show, so why should we be in fucking wrestling gear?
Yeah.
I appreciate that because, I just, that irritates me to no end. Like, we were watching NXT a couple of weeks ago, right, with those two fucking homos. I don't know, whatever the fuck their name is. Riddick fucking Moss.
Oh, yeah. And Tito
Where, like, the other guy,
Sabatelli.
comes out in shorty shorts, like, covered in oil to stand at ringside. Oh, fuck, dude. Get some fucking jeans on. Cocksucker.
Gay!
Super fucking gay. Show a video of why they've tanked the last 6 months of having the belt on Jinder. He did some promotional shit over there, I guess.
Apparently, he was huge.
Promotional stuff for the... Yeah, but dude, what is there to see over there, right? I mean, like, do you know what I'm saying?
I
Really?
agree. But when they
Yeah,
come
but,
out
like-
with the network numbers, will probably be the tell. It's like, if they do get big numbers in India, then it's a success. If not, then it's a dud.
I
but-
don't think it has. It hasn't happened yet.
Well, they haven't released the network numbers yet, right? But that comes out soon. But when you look at it, everything comes out the next day for free.
Yeah.
So there's no real like, you can't watch it live because it's in the middle of the night. So if it's going to come on TV the next day, who cares?
Yeah, well, who knows what fucking time? 7, I mean, they've got to be a good 8 hours ahead of us or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. So it's not an ideal time live. So why won't you just wait till it's free the next day?
Yeah, exactly. Minimal effort, you can find it for free. the
Yeah.
next day.
Yeah.
NH Dizzle, Dizzle.
Yeah, and then on prime time, essentially, probably.
Yeah, that's fair. But him going over there and like, oh, a bunch of people showed up to stand in the streets and see him. Like, yeah, how much shit is what other cool shit's happening there for free?
Well, they
That
can
you-
fry an egg on the street sometimes.
If you fucking keep it away from the fucking sewage that's in the street.
Gross.
I don't know how we always end up like shitting on India. It's a peaceful people over there. But no less.
Yeah, it's true though. It's like you don't hear anything from India ever.
Now, the things bring out transgender. And we didn't even get a chance to talk about the rumor because the rumor hit like early this week about Jinder and Lesnar at Survivor Series.
Yes.
And I'm like, he fucking beat dude. Then he challenges him. Oh, I just think that's like, what a fucking boneheaded idea that is. I don't see how that makes any sense at all.
No, you got Brock who you're building for Reigns, and Jinder who is your Indian fucking Maharaja. One of them's got to lose.
Yeah. Randy Orton. Come to North Raja Corvus. Be the best team in the town. Oh my god. I just don't see how it
AJ
makes-
came back to dispute a wash that didn't wash us real good.
Yeah.
Because he ends up blaming the gay community.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Think about this, really. Okay, so AJ Styles comes out to challenge for the belt. And he is a guy who lost last week clean to a guy who just lost to a landscaper in the last segment.
Jesus Christ.
Come on. Come on. Oh, shit. We have Hispanic listeners, and just like the black listeners from earlier, they know that I'm playing around. They know how to take a joke. Because that's what we do around here. We tell jokes, you know?
We tell jokes, man.
Yeah. We're lucky we fly under the radar. We've got like this core listenership who are just like weathered, you know, who've been around and they're just like, oh, that's nothing, dude.
Yeah.
I
Just a
one
bunch
time
of savages.
heard him talking about, you know, Tammy Sitch working in a severed dick factory and fucking or whatever the fuck kind of bullshit we've talked about on here.
Oh, state of her feet.
Yeah, all the state of her feet, yeah, for sure. She's on fucking Facebook. I hate her so fucking much, dude. I'm undercover on her friends list still, and the shit she posts is so fucking ignorant and stupid. She's like all this. I don't want to get into it. I fucking hate her. So yeah, like really though, gardening jokes aside, that's where you're at, right? I mean,
Yeah.
he lost to a guy clean last week who just lost in a minute and a half to a guy who never fucking wins. Does that make any sense at all?
No, not in the least.
No. And
The
all
one-
the protection too of him losing the belt in a three-way and shit. You just threw it away by having him lose clean the next week. It's I don't get it, dude.
Yeah. One thing I did like about this segment, though, when the crowd started the chant, "You can't wrestle," he did the best thing he could do. Raise up the title and say, "Well, I'm your champ."
Yeah.
Right? It's the best thing that he could have done. At least when it comes to his presence and shit like that, he's cool. Like, I'm fine with him. But
What are we talking about?
like Jinder.
Yeah.
But like once he steps into that ring and has a match, man, it is atrocious.
Yeah, to me this show it's just like it's just like a troll against people who like wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Dutch Jinder's the champion and Baron Corbin's the other champion. It's like put the belt on Tamina Snuka, fucking be done with it, dude.
Yeah, just give us that.
Just go all the way.
Yeah.
Just go all the fucking way. It's like we talk about this whole, you know, nowadays it's almost always exclusively heel champions. There's been multiple times where like all 15 of their belts are held by fucking heels, you know?
Yeah, only face champions now would be what? Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose?
Yeah. You got that and
Drew McIntyre.
I guess in NXT, if you want to throw that in the mix, I mean, you don't have to even really throw that in the mix. Is there anybody else? On
Kalisto.
Raw?
Kalisto.
Oh, I guess Kalisto. For now.
Yeah, for now. Yeah. Until Sunday. Until tomorrow.
But many times you'll see that shit where it'll just be all heels. So.
Oh yeah. Like we're basically seeing it now, aside from like one.
It's just a weird thing, right? Like, what is the fun in that? Where's the fun? It just like every champion is just like people that all the fans hate, and not like really like in a wrestling way. Like, you know, Owens is a good heel, but like you hate him, but you like him. You know, there's like a different thing there. Some would say he's not as effective as a heel because people like him.
But he's always booed. He's never cheered. So he's actually, I feel, the good example of it.
To me, and like the level of, I don't know, whatever kind of fandom we have, to me, that's a good heel, right? Yeah, a guy that is a shitty asshole character, but, you know, is still fucking good in the ring, good on the, you know, mic and everything like that. No less. To me, it's lazy to just take a guy who sucks at everything and be like, he's a champ, haha.
Yeah, it's like, take that.
Yeah, exactly, take that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We get Dolph Ziggler and Bobby Roode again, Jim.
Oh, God, that was
What's
like...
the finish?
Oh, yeah. With the tights, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ziggler wins by getting the tights here.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, in no time, too. It was super quick. And this is like the main event of the show, and they're like, use the hashtag, you know, Ziggler versus Roode or something, like a special hashtag and shit. By the time you did hashtag, okay, ZIGG, it was a fucking over. Dude.
Yeah, it was. It's great.
Yeah.
But
They
then
have shit the bed with Rude. Holy fuck.
it's honestly though, they need to stop making everybody's first feud Dolph Ziggler. It immediately takes him down a notch.
Oh, it kills him. Even if you beat the guy in the end, to me, it just takes you down a fucking notch. Yeah, it sucks. He's like the gatekeeper, man. Yeah. I hate that shit. Like, to me, Rude, they've just shit away completely. You know, he was a character, and now he's just like this generic face entrance. Like, oh, you're nothing but an entrance, and they have the heels say it. Like, in case you haven't noticed, this guy's just an entrance.
Yeah.
Because he absolutely is. That's all he is.
Now, yeah, for sure.
He's not worth shit. He's not. That guy's not going to be doing anything there.
I've given up hope too.
And I'm pretty much over it already too.
Me too.
That's a weird thing too. NXT kind of almost does that for you, right? Like by the time Nakamura got the fuck out of there, the song didn't do anything anymore. The entrance didn't do anything anymore. If I'm not watching live, I'm fast forwarding that entrance.
Oh, me too. I don't need to see it. It's not even the same entrance anymore. It's not even on time. You know what I mean? Like he used to do everything to the downfalls of the music. Yeah. And now it's just random shit because Kevin Dunn didn't like that.
Yeah. And they announced that Lesnar will respond to Jinder on Monday.
Who cares?
Unless he says, fuck you guys, I'm not going down there with fucking AIDS floating around the place.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
I'd bullshit, dude. I'm gonna come down there and fucking catch meningitis. You eat shit.
So, we all know Brock doesn't like Canadian hospitals. So
he lives up there, but he comes to the hospital here. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
last time he was hospitalized, right up the street from me here.
Really?
Yeah. He was at this when he got whatever the fuck it was because all he eats is like fucking raw meat or something.
Diverticulitis or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah. Which I believe honestly is from that, is it not? Like kind of just like because you don't eat anything but meat, like a fucking caveman.
I have no idea. No idea. Steak.
Hey Kowalski, what kind of sandwich you want? Meat. Meat on meat, dude. It's like, what kind of bread do you want? Meat.
Yeah, it's the KFC Double Down burger.
Yeah, right. It's probably what he's been eating, dude. Double Downs.
Fucking hell, I ate one of those once, and I thought I was going to die.
I've never even tried.
I started getting sweats. Ooh.
Yeah. It's like, part of me, like, when I see a sandwich being sold in America that is, like, 2 pieces of chicken with, like, what was in between bacon and cheese? Yeah, when we've replaced buns or bread with pieces of chicken, I kind of understand why people want to, like, bomb our country. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that.
Yeah, you know, I get it.
But then I'm all for going to McDonald's and getting a McGangbang.
You order that thing or what?
Well, I'll just order the McDouble or the cheeseburger, and I'll order the chicken burger, and I'll put it together at home.
Chicken burger. That's what Mrs. Vicious calls chicken sandwiches as well.
What do you guys call it? Chicken sandwich?
Yeah, just chicken sandwich. Yeah. Oh. In Canada, though, it's definitely is a chicken burger.
It is.
So there's your SmackDown Live.
No, that was not our SmackDown Live, Jim.
Is there more?
Yes. There was the funny part of the show when Aiden English was singing. Is fast forward to that, and you got the New Day and everything. Rusev shows up, and he says it's Rusev Day. And then Xavier starts playing his theme. Rusev gets a little upset. Aiden then sings Rusev Day, and Rusev just stops him and says, "Now's not the time." And I just thought it was the funniest fucking thing in the world. I was so
those two together are funny.
Yeah, Rusev cannot do no wrong.
I feel like he should be a face. I mean, we've been saying that for a while. I think he's funny. Total Divas, he's funny.
He's just a charismatic guy, no matter what he does. Remember that time he picked up Vince and hugged him?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. He didn't tell anybody he was doing that. That was just an off-the-cuff thing. You know it.
How did he not get suspended?
Because it was in the confines of a match, I think, and Vince probably liked it.
Because he's not black, probably. I mean, let's face it.
Could be.
Let's face it.
Sure,
Vince-
dirty ass.
Yeah, I believe Vince McMahon is an absolute fucking racist. I didn't.
I couldn't
no
bring
question.
myself to finish that, but you can imagine how it would end.
Well, who knows, man? I feel like he's a racist. I feel like that company's fucking racist. That's why they haven't had, like.
They've never had a proper black champion.
No.
No.
The Rock.
He's not, but he's half.
Yeah.
Right? Booker T was their, world champion, but that's not WWE champion.
No. And, I mean, they just in general don't have a lot of guys. Really, if you look at some of the shows, like how many, well, I guess, there's some. You got the New Day, you got, Titus O'Neil, you got Cruz, I guess,
Yeah.
But I think Big E should be the guy. He could be the one.
Yeah, I think so, too.
I still feel like it's time to do that. Break them off and have Woods and Kofi still team and have Big E go separate, but don't break them up, Still have them together.
Just he's the singles star.
Yeah, when Big E has a match, the other two are with him.
Yeah, I agree.
You get all that shtick of, the trombone and all that shit still. It'd be fun.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, was that the end of the show? I already deleted my notes.
Well, there was Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn taking on Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, yeah.
But, the heels win. They rubbed it in Bryan's face to come out and to celebrate on the ramp. And, he claims he's his best friend. And then, as you said, he said, hold me closer.
Something of that nature.
It's so fucking funny.
My best friend. It's good. That's good.
It is. It is.
Well, we already talked about Lucha. We already talked about Ring of Honor. Shit, son.
Yeah, we didn't really touch on NXT, but there's not a lot to touch on, is there?
No. Hold the intro for the NXT.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Women's three-way. Ember Moon wins. She gets put into the match at Takeover. There's security footage of Undisputed Era trying to give Strong a T-shirt, which he declines.
Who the
Next
fuck is
week.
Christy St. Cloud?
No idea.
She's the chick. No, she's the chick that was giving all the interviews, but it's brand new to me.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm really familiar with her. I don't pay attention to who those backstage people are. I couldn't, if you put Charlie Caruso as her name, I want Dasha. If you put them next to each other, I wouldn't know which one is
They've
which.
really gotten rid of Dasha, haven't they?
She's
Renee's
the robot.
on both shows.
Is Dasha the robot?
Yeah, yes.
Well, good. They should get rid of her. She's fucking awful. How hard of a job is that? God damn.
I know.
Some of these jobs, it's like, how hard is it to go back there and just read the fucking lines? Good God.
Nobody's really done that job as well as Renee Young has in the last 10 years probably.
Yeah, and even that's just she's good at it. She doesn't bring it extra.
No,
She's not fucking.
she's probably
Mean
not
Gene or
allowed
something.
to.
Think of it Mean Gene was by far the best at that ever.
Easily.
You never fuck with that. He took it and made his own thing.
But
did his own shit.
That was before the time everything was scripted. He could do that. You know what I mean?
That's true.
They were just sitting down filming tape and tape after tape and tape of this.
Yeah.
It wasn't live, so.
I mean, just all the shit that happened off the cuff back in the day with him,
Yes.
And Macho your mustache is crooked. Well, your beard's crooked. That's all right. That's all right. That kind of shit. I mean, the later days of WCW where he just turns into an asshole.
Yeah, and then
he just
he's
talking about
ghosting.
slapping dudes around.
He's
What's
just
that?
when he's just corpsing, just trying not to laugh.
Yeah. Plus, we have we got a fucking something on the board from Mean Gene. We?
On the board?
Yeah, the soundboard.
Oh, do we? Oh, we got a couple.
Hey,
Oh, really?
real good impression there, you prick.
What is that from?
That's from I think it's WCW.
I mean, yeah, you hear the crowd in the background. That's when he went fucking rogue as shit in the late days of WCW.
Yeah, that one I got saved from when somebody does a bad impression of people.
I don't know.
And then there's
Put that cigarette out.
Oh yeah.
that's the
The
two
one where
I
the sign keeps falling. That's fucking classic.
yeah.
Fucking Mean Gene. Anyway, sorry. We just like got on about Mean Gene being awesome.
We did, didn't we? Yeah, just after time of Christy St. Cloud. But this is when William Regal announces that the last contestant will be the winner of the Battle Royal.
Yeah, a 16-woman battle royal taking place next week. Raul Mendoza loses to Aleister Black. Velveteen Dream shows up and steals his fucking jacket. Are you serious? God damn it with stolen. That's been a thing on this show. It's like, I hate shit like this. I hate stolen jackets, dude. Oh my god. They do it all the time. Remember someone stole Dolph Ziggler's fucking jacket.
Chris
Presumably
Jericho's.
to take it back to 1985 where it fucking came from.
Yes.
When he had the Megadeth patch on there where it was Megadeth was spelled wrong and had the EA on it. It's like some fucking shitty, off-brand Megadeth fucking patch.
Probably had to pay for the actual real one.
Oh, who knows? But I just, to me, it's like now we've got this down to like he's stealing his jacket, and I don't know. For me, that it pisses me off when somebody comes and steals something from somebody like that,
Yeah, my takeaway from this though is Aleister Black he's always talking about how he's a kid. Patrick Clark's a kid. What does a kid do? Steals a jacket. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true. I was gonna say the only time that a fight happened because of stolen shit, like some fucking asshole stole your hat when you were a little kid.
Yeah, and so it's like what I did like about this segment was you can tell that he is starting to get to Aleister because when he leaves, Aleister looks his way.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, okay, so he's soon going to lose it and just kick his face off.
I expect they're going to put Black over and do the, try to elevate, Dream off of it too. But it's like, is that the guy you're going to pick to do that? Of all the guys that they have down there,
I
feel like Velveteen Dream
him.
is a joke thing. I mean, if he gets up to the main card, he is Fandango. He's Adam Rose.
Yeah.
He's just,
but see, that's none of those guys evolved. You know what I mean? They basically stayed the same character throughout time. The Velveteen Dream, like the rest of those characters, could evolve to be a more palatable character.
Yeah.
But will it? You know what I mean? If he can take what he's got now, and through this Aleister Black feud, and through a few more, good decent feuds, he could develop into just an all-around character that's not just a Prince ripoff.
Yeah, I mean the Adam Rose thing. I felt like at the time that how is he going to get over? They bring him in, and he just like, he loses all the time, and how is he going to get over? If he came in and won matches and shit, that wouldn't really piss me off because they had other opportunities too. They had that ESPN thing, where they had a chance. They told the guy's story, and they really had a chance. The next week he came out, the crowd cheered the fuck out of him because I'm sure they watched it. And then what did they have him do? Like kissing on some bitch backstage? I don't even remember. Probably Alicia Fox.
Yeah, no, they missed the boat a lot. I thought he was better as Leo Kruger myself.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Adam Rose was, it wasn't bad for what it was.
No, and you look back on a lot of that NXT stuff back in the day, and a lot of it wasn't that good. It's a lot better now than it was.
No, there's still a lot of shit on that.
Well, no, but I mean, like the matches are so much better now.
Sure.
Because like the women's matches was Emma and Paige, and it's like, oh man, it's pretty good. It's like,
True.
It's not that good now.
Cassius Ohno versus the embodiment of everything I dislike about WWE.
We shouldn't even say his name.
Shouldn't even say his name.
No. CB Radio. We'll call him CB Radio.
I fucking hate that guy.
I do too.
God damn. Am I wrong with saying that he's just like the embodiment of what you dislike about that company?
Yeah. Him and Randy Orton.
He's like Randy Orton 2.0, dude.
Yeah, he is. Is fucking.
Oh, is he above average tall and built? Oh, does he have a fucking dumb tattoo on his arm? Perfect.
Will he wear tights to the ring?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Now that we start giving him some money, will he get more tattoos on his arms? Great.
Can they be majority skulls? Thank you. It's very easy to put on action figures.
Yeah, right. That's probably a bitch. They just slap some like random shit on the fucking arm.
Yeah.
You get the that and the Sanity take on the Undisputed Era. It's interrupted by Authors of Pain, who show up and take on Sanity. So we are building to the, to the match at
Still don't
Takeover.
get where Roderick Strong comes in.
No, I don't know where the fuck. I mean, like I said, the Undisputed Era tried to give him a shirt, which he didn't take. So
Yeah, so he's not with
But
them. But like, why
he should
join?
be with them.
Yeah, but why join Authors of Pain? You know what I mean? It's like, what?
I don't understand how that works, dude.
No, me neither.
Is he gonna turn heel? I mean,
Are the Authors of Pain heel now? They attacked heels.
well, they are heel still.
But they attacked heels. They've been gone since Takeover.
I don't know, dude. Don't make me try to figure this shit out. Because you can. It's just
You need
close.
another bud?
Another bud?
Yeah.
No. I am fucking baked out.
I'm giving myself some more, to be completely honest with you, because I don't give a fuck today.
So I don't give a fuck day.
It's Saturday. I didn't
Oh.
need to work today. Fuck yeah.
There you go. That's worth something, right?
Right?
I want to give a shout out to our friends in podcasting, of course.
What?
Wrestling Soup, the Federation.
Oh man,
Sat
we're at that
Pod.
point in time already?
Yeah.
Holy
Sat
shit.
Pod, the Strap, Shooting the Shiznit out of the Van, Monday Night Snore. On YouTube, Rocked Reviews, Wrestling Shorts. I saw Showbuckle has a new video up. I haven't watched it yet, but he does have a new video up. About
Another New
Takahashi?
Japan- Oh, good.
The fall of Takahashi?
The fall of Hiromu?
I think
Like
maybe
Daryl's
Tama?
Takahashi?
I believe so. I'm not sure, but I don't know. The Showbuckle, a couple of the videos that guy did, I don't even know. I try to get a hold of the dude or something. I've never even talked to the guy, so me throwing his shit in is just like, hey, I like it, so maybe you guys like it too.
It is. They do a really good job of telling a Japanese story. That and
Yeah.
a good podcast I've gotten into is the New Japan Purocast. They do a
Oh,
good
yeah?
job of explaining everything. It's really good.
That's good. What is coming up on the Federation?
Well, last week I said we were going to do Survivor Series 2003 this weekend, but then me and my brother ended up going to Edmonton to see the Japan Droids and Cloud Nothings, and that got fucking taken all out of whack. So, this weekend, maybe. Like this week for sure, but it probably won't be Sunday.
All right.
We'll do Survivor Series 2003, which is Vince taking on Undertaker in a Buried Alive match, and Goldberg against Triple H, and some Survivor Series matchups. It's a hell of a time.
There you go. Look forward to checking that out. Everything's on mofudge.com, Stitcher, everywhere fucking fine podcasts are found.
I've never been able to not be able to find it on a podcast thing. So
Exactly. And what else we got? We got brand new Cuddling with Coddle.
We
The
do.
Coddle story continues.
yeah, I mean we've been lawyered, right?
Yeah.
I suppose we're supposed to bring that up, Jim.
Is that the deal?
Yes, we're supposed to bring it up that Bob Coddle's show is fake like wrestling. He doesn't mean what he says. It's all a joke.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I'm Jim Vicious on this show, dude. It's like that. Like I was saying to
Me?
Bob last night. I was talking to Bob,
Oh.
and it's like it's like how Hulk Hogan's dick is bigger than Terry Bollea's dick. It's the same thing. If anything ever happens on this show, I'm just gonna be like, Jim Vicious is fucking. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
character
it's
I
a good
play on
defense.
TV, brother.
Yeah, brother. Jim Vicious's dick is fucking longer than mine. So that's up. You can check that out. Of course, subscribe to our channel. You get SCL Extra pretty much every week, which is just kind of us hanging out before the show, talking about video games, music, whatever the fuck comes up. So while we smoke a bunch, I don't know why we have a session before the show just to have sessions all throughout the show.
Yeah, I
But-
don't know. I think it's just I can't go into the show completely sober. You know what I mean? So I've got to work it up first. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And trick or treat, motherfuckers, we'll have a special pay-per-view Take Two coming out before Halloween.
Ooh.
We'll be taking a look at Halloween Havoc 1998, Hogan versus Warrior. That is,
Oh, fuck.
yeah.
Is this like the cage match?
I haven't even got to that match on the card. No, this is the one with fucking the return match where they do the rematch from WrestleMania finally.
Oh, the one where
And,
Hogan has to go over.
Well, Hogan's got the flash paper and shit, dude. And then they run short, and it goes off the air before Goldberg and Page. You know,
Fucking
so they had
hell.
to show Goldberg and Page the next day.
I remember
on Nitro.
that. I remember that episode of Nitro. I remember.
Yeah.
It. I vividly.
It was the
remember that.
biggest fucking ratings like a wrestling show's ever gotten, I think.
Yeah, because that's the one where Goldberg won the United States title, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. We're gonna be recording that tomorrow morning. So look for that before Halloween. Next week we've got a Halloween episode.
Yeah. So if you send your Halloween questions in, fuck it.
Speaking of questions, I do have a question
Oh, you
this
do?
week. It is a text-based question from our
Shit,
friend
We've never got one of those before.
from our friend Viva La JD. He asks, "Do you think NXT needs a mid-card title, like a TV title or something?"
I don't know. I feel
I think so, man. I think so.
like they've got the bodies to do it. I just from the beginning, I thought that was what the cruiserweight title was going to be.
Mm.
But I don't know. You can easily do it. Like you could have used that like when Baron Corbin was in NXT. Give him a title to make him mean something. You know what I mean? You
I
don't
always
need-
thought back in the day, Tyler Breeze would have been a good,
Yeah.
candidate to be,
Yeah, like you can't really have a workhorse title, but somebody that doesn't fall in the main event, but needs, like, hey, this guy, congrats kind of deal. Here's
Could give you an out too, right? I mean, instead of this like, there's this idea now that every guy has to be the NXT champion before he can move on.
yeah, or he's
You
not
know?
taken seriously.
Well, yeah, I guess. I would be okay with that. I'm not much for adding more belts, but I
No.
feel like that show. But they only have the 3, so.
They do, yeah, but like with the whole NXT gimmick, all the titles are the same, right? So it's like,
Well, that's true.
how do you do the mid card title? It's
What do you
like-
call it? I've always liked TV title.
It can't be the
'cause
TV title though, because it's not on TV.
Well, I know, but I've always liked TV title. It's interesting
too.
that he mentioned that here too.
I've always liked the concept TV title is made to defend on television.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like then if I was to have a TV title, the TV title would not be defended on pay-per-view.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
It's just, I just don't feel it.
You could do it there too, but I mean, to me, like the idea of a TV title is the perfect for like what they did with the U.S. Open Challenge.
Yeah. It's like I like the TV title in a way where it's like a lower mid-card title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. We both say yes to that, my good sir.
But what would you call it though? I suppose you'd go with TV title. I don't know what I'd go with.
It's hard to say because it's NXT, so as you said, it's not on TV. You can't really call it a TV title.
No.
The network title.
The network.
No,
the
I don't
network
know.
Title.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you'd call it.
The
They'd probably,
the NXT Florida Division heavyweight title.
Well, those guys, they'd fucking gimmick it off of fucking Dusty's or something,
The NXT FCW title.
It's the dream title. I could call it
Ugh.
that.
The dream title. Fuck me, man. I'd rather fucking. There you go. No, I've got the sound for that, Jim. I really do. I
Yeah,
really do.
I just as soon blow my brains out.
exactly. I feel like he will one of these days.
Blow his brains out.
Yeah, I feel like he's so depressed.
I
every time
know, man. He's so sad.
And I get like you can hear like firsthand, from people who work shows with him and shit. Like they say, dude, he's just miserable. He just sits there and he's meeting fans and shit, and he's just like doesn't. Ugh. Hopefully he doesn't. We still like you, Brett. You want to do the shout-outs for our Twitter retweeting. You can retweet our pinned episode on Twitter. Get yourself a shout-out on the next episode. So, you want to do that shit?
Kind of.
We didn't plan out any music this week.
Well, I was just trying to find that the Boys the Men song, but I can't find it. So I'm just gonna go with something else.
Okay. Sure. Whatever you got. So yeah, if you quote it, the tweet, and then say something, which I do appreciate too, it doesn't show up for us that you retweeted it. Basically, I just go there and look at who retweeted it and read it. So if you've done that and you're not mentioned here, that's why. Okay. Bobby Anthem, our boy.
Motherfucker.
Love you, Bobby Anthem. Izzy Cinnabud. This is one of the hosts of the Cinnabud podcast. So also the Cinnabud podcast. Ray from The Rock. Our homie Jared Gebhardt contributes to our show. And he does fucking pay-per-view Take Two with me, so
Yeah.
love you, buddy. JC Sterling, Viva La JD. I'm Going to Jackson. Mr. Lynx Kinetic.
Now, don't forget Jackson the Atlas Bomb.
Yeah, Atlas, dude. He's from Scotland, so
Well,
he has every
hey.
right because those are the ones you fuck up the most. It's like Scotland and Ireland and shit.
It's all the same to me, man. It is. I'm not gonna lie. It is. It's all the same. It's
I'm
like,
just glad that you're a Canadian here and it's not like another American and
I
I'm
know.
lumped in with you.
I mean, I never ever really worried about their geography.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, we have to learn about it because like we have had wars in all these countries. Right? That's why like all American kids know where all these countries are because we've waged war on all of them. Fucking. But that's a totally different topic altogether. Lynx Kinetic, Mo McButts, Scotty from the Sat Pod. He hasn't been on the Sat Pod in like a month. You know that?
Really?
Yeah, there's scheduling issues. He needs to come back here. We haven't talked to him in a long time.
I agree.
We haven't had a guest in a long time. We just settled into like me and you.
We have. It's
I like it.
It's such more easier on the time.
Yeah. Wayne G, Mike Rogers, Jeremy Foltz, Tremaine Lastly, infamous Chris Savage, the Long Box Scavengers Podcast, EMZT Productions, Nerds with Words Podcast. Shout out to Johnny Utah, Arturo Hernandez, Jay Orduna Sr. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Caleb Morganfield, you can check out his band Red Shores. And finally, Primary Ignition. So thanks for helping spread the word, getting our show out there. Retweet it, get yourself a shout out on the show. Shit. So that is, I think that's about it, buddy.
I think so too. I
think we have done everything we came to do.
And did it in decent time as well. Oh, not really.
I was going to say, not really. It looks like this was a long show.
It went about 2.5.
God damn it. Well, what can you do?
Yep. Nope.
Like Kevin Nash, like that bump was free. That bump was on the house. The extra half hour, it's on the house, man. So you've anything to add before we take off, sir?
No, man, I'm really stoned.
Yeah, no shit, right?
Really
I'm
stoned.
gonna get out of here and fucking take a nap.
I'm probably going to play some from some Fractured Butthole, not going to lie.
There you go. Get it on. So until next week, as always, may you get all the dick and or pussy that you desire. Remember, a winner is you, and be excellent to each other. We'll see you next week.
You win. Now, Find a new rival. Welcome to the world of the street. Yeah, I got the picture. Prepare to strike. Now. Fighters ready. Engage. Let's go. Final round. Go for it.